Distractions.
Yeah, that boy got the mic that works, man.
Yes, sir.
Look at he got the mic that works.
Shit. All right, bet.
You need to buy 3 of those. Whatever that mic is. They're all the same, so what's happening?
I think it's the cable.
What?
I don't know, man.
Nah, it can't be. You just replace the cable and shit. Probably is the road machine. It could be this shit. It could literally be that. How old is that?
There's just so much beer.
Is that new?
That's always gonna be what I say about it from now on.
You fuck with cars, bro?
And we are. Are you guys ready to start? And we are live. Back again with another podcast, 6 Feet Going Deep. This is episode 27.
I think it's 26.
No, the last one was 26.
Oh, okay. No, I'm tripping then.
I was gonna say the most watched podcast on the internet.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with my special co-host.
Y'all already know this, man. They call me Gio. No, they call me... Man, I see you got me fucking it up. I was just...
I fucked up my intro too, so you're good, bro.
y'all already know, man. It's your boy Gianni. I'll plug my shit in at the end, but y'all already know who it is, man.
Well, I thought your name was Gio.
We going both ways,
but they
man.
call you something else, right?
Gio, Gianni, Cutler Beats. Y'all can find me different types of plugins, you feel me? But yes, sir. And we are here with...
A special guest.
Yes, sir.
What's good, y'all, man? It's Rob Dymez, but we gotta stay really close to the mic. Really close to the mic. We're gonna the next podcast, I'm a gift you a mic, and then we just put that in a case, and that's gonna be like when we go pull up on Rob Dymez, we bring this mic.
See, I like that. That's hospitality.
Yeah,
right?
I appreciate it. But is it the mic or is it the...
It could be the cable. It could be the cable. But it's okay, man. We came from nothing. So just the fact that we even here today is a blessing.
Yeah, I appreciate
Making
that.
shit work.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate you, bro.
For sure.
Coming through.
So let's get it.
I was gonna say, so you gotta talk in the mic, right? You can't be distracted and talk like
yeah,
this.
no, we gotta be right here the whole time. Look, I can't even turn my face. That's how serious this mic is. Like
No distractions, bro.
no distractions.
Let's talk about distractions.
Oh, man.
I know you asked me not to talk to bring this up, but I mean, like, we're 3 young men on our grinds, getting to the top. What is in the mountain? What is there on that mountain to push us off?
That's a great question.
Yeah, what keeps you from getting to the top of that? You know?
I mean,
Tries to keep you.
Exactly.
It's different for different people, you know, but there's definitely a lot on that mountain that keeps you from getting to the top, you know, like a lot is on that mountain.
You know what's one thing that's on the mountain?
What's that?
It is 12 o'clock. So you know what that means?
What does that mean, bro?
It's 4:20. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Oh, no. You know what's going to happen now?
What?
It's going to be like 20 blunts at the crib.
Oh, shit.
20
Now that's a
blunts.
distraction, though.
Nah.
He said, not
Not for
today.
me. I got a medical card, bro. I got a medical card.
We'll hit
It's
the pen for 420.
literally medicine for me, bro. It's medicine for me, so I'm good.
Here, my brother.
I'm good. This is
For the
medicine.
420.
This is medicine. So y'all know when y'all see Rob Dymez smoking, it's completely legal. I'm moving around super legal. So I'm at Publix in the parking lot smoking a blunt. It's all good. We good.
Yeah.
You never had no one press you about it? Like no cops or nothing?
Nah, thank God, nah. Yeah, because we can't be around the police. Nah. But people around me have, like, people that are like my friends and family. They're like, damn, you crazy. You smoking a blunt in the middle of the street. Like, and I just say, like, well, I got my medical card, you know, so I'm smoking because I need to.
You go to LA, right? Like a lot?
Yeah, for sure.
How was it like smoking weed in LA?
It's different, man, because they got all type of things. But now what's dope is that in Miami they got some stuff too now, so it's pretty lit. I think Miami and LA are pretty similar.
What about you, Gio?
I love Cali weed. The first time I tried it was with you and Jerry. We were out there. We're out there smoking and shit, bro. I remember I had to send y'all bread and shit because I was too young. I was like 17 at the time in Cali. I was like, bro, just please give me some gas. And these fools came back with some fucking platinum OG, some other shit, some cookies, all type of shit. All the strains that were popping at the time. I was like, all right, let's get it. We rolled some backwoods, bro. I was off my motherfucking ass. I was so high.
Damn, man. Y'all talking about this so much. Now I want to go get the gas. Like,
I thought you were already smoking.
No, I mean, I did smoke before this, but I was like, we still got, the gas and roll up is ready.
No, you guys can roll up on the podcast. That's fine.
If you want to go grab it quick.
I'm definitely going to go.
All right, man.
Now we got to smoke.
I was going to ask, what are you guys' strains that got you to be like, okay, I like weed now? Like, do you remember the strain that you smoked and you're like, I fucking love weed because of that strain?
Let's go first, bro.
I mean, I don't remember the strain. I mean, I was like a person that smoked like kind of late in my life. Like I tried it like throughout high school and shit, but not like I was an athlete, so I was really trying to like be in shape and not like really smoke and not like that. But I was in the studio so much, so one of my boys, he had this cart from LA that was, I never seen a cart that was clear. Like the cartridge, like inside was clear. So I never seen that. So he was like, yo, listen, these carts are not like the carts that are out here in Miami. Like this is some whole nother level of shit.
Wait, was it dabs?
No, it was like just like a cart, just like that, bro. But the thing I think it was rosin or something, but it was clear though. So I had never seen anything clear. But it costs more. And we're not gonna name the plug, but we're gonna say that the plug is in a high place, and like you only know if you know. You get me? So my dog was in the studio and he gave me that. He said, "Bro, you try this. This is gonna have you up like with energy. It's not gonna bring you down." And I tried it one time, and ever since then I was like, "Whoa." Like, this had me up all day. It was like sativa. It was sativa, and it was just like, it felt like a Red Bull.
What about you, Gio?
Shit, bro.
Oh, you said it felt like Red Bull. Are they?
It felt like Red Bull, bro.
They said something else.
To add to his point, bro, it's funny because I feel like so many people are steered away from weed just because they feel like it's going to make you tired and sleepy and groggy, but there's different strains for different types. And I get it. Some people don't even care about that shit. Some people just be like, oh, I'm grabbing the 3.5. They go to the plug and that's it. That's how I be doing it. But some people actually have different experiences. They really prefer to smoke a sativa strain over. Some people don't even know that there's different experiences with weed. They just think weed high is weed high. And it's like, nah, there's a lot of different shit that goes to it.
That's people that don't smoke weed.
It's true. I mean, but there's people also that are not very scientific with it. Like I'm not super scientific with it. I got boys that know, like, bro, they know exactly what they're smoking. They know what it contains inside of it. Like they know so much. And like I'm not really like that. Like I'm more like I trust like my people. So like I'll be like, yo, is this like it? And they'll be like, yeah.
Nah, if I'm more of a visual person, like if that shit look
there's some niggas that know. There's some niggas that know.
How have you guys been smoking so long, but you haven't reached that point yet where you're like so scientific with your weed?
I mean, everybody's different, bro. There's some people that live their whole life not giving a fuck as long as they got some gas. And then there's other people that it's their first month smoking. They're all on Leafly and shit. Like, oh, what is this strain?
Well, I'm more like a trust. Like when it was a time that we used to like, when I was younger and would get it from like a plug, I would just trust the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like because the plug was somebody that I knew and that I could trust their word. So I would tell the plug, like I was so tight with the plug that it was like, yo, don't bullshit me, nigga. Like, if you got that trash, like don't even try to like call me on nothing. So they already knew not to like play those games. But now at the clinic, now I got my medical card. So now at the clinic is different. At the clinic, all the gas is A1, bro. Like I'm gonna bring it. I got it. Like I'm gonna bring it. So when we smoke that, you're gonna see that it's different.
It's not Delta 8.
No, hell no, hell no.
Hey, how does that work in Florida? Do you get like, my bad? I mean to cut you off, bro. What's the limit on?
I think they give you like they give you ounces. Like I think it's 3 ounces or something like that, or 2.5 ounces.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. You can make that work in 3 days. What are you gonna say, bro?
No, I was gonna tell a story about like one time because you're talking about trusting the plug. One time my plug gave me what is that shit called when it's like the just like the little grains of weed that in the bag.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah, it's like the
shake.
Shake.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Shake.
So one day my plug, he's like, yo, I'm gonna hook you up, bro, and he gave me a shake, like a 3.5 a shake for like $20. And I was thinking I was balling. I was like, yo, I just got I'm thinking I got all this weed. I'm like, yo, I got I'm lit. And it's funny because I was talking to this girl at the time, and then she's like, "Oh, who's the plug?" And I'm like, "I'm the plug." And I showed her a bag of shake. She's like, "Damn, yo, plug scammed the fuck out
of you." Yo, but you know what is funny as fuck? Let's talk about that. Why don't we talk about that? Like,
yeah, because I didn't know anything about weed.
You literally just said that, like, you was with this girl. Like, why are girls like? Why is like? I want to know like, how has that become like a pickup line? Like how has weed just become the gateway to like chill with a girl? Like
to smoke?
Shit. Yeah,
Now we were talking about that before because we were talking about like paying for sex and like how much
Yeah.
like would a girl fuck for, and I'm like, bro, girls fuck for half a blunt.
Bro, no cap,
Roach clip.
no cap, bro. Listen, man, they literally just be like, yo, you got some weed? Make sure you bring a blunt. Like as long as you bring a blunt, yo, make sure you bring a blunt. I'll do whatever as long as you bring a blunt. You good?
Nah, to them it's free.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but weed is different though because it puts you on the same like frequency as them. So it's like
Nah, it's a vibe. It makes sense. I'm just saying the fact that like it's so crazy that that's the thing. You know, like I think that we living in a new time where it's just like, yo, you got a blunt, you good, you can come through. Like as long as you bring a blunt.
It's crazy. Like without weed, how would we approach?
Yeah, how would you approach
since
that?
I'm sober,
So how would you approach it? I want to know how you would approach it if you didn't have the weed. To say,
Like we're gonna go roller skating or something.
I know, bro. I miss weed so much, right?
bro, that's the only way. It's like a good way to be like,
man.
yo, listen, you smoke? Oh yeah, I smoke too. I got like a blunt rolled already.
It's the perfect like.
It's
you know
a
what I'm
good way
saying?
in.
Yeah.
It's a good way in.
And it's more fun. Like I hate being like, oh, yo, you want to come over and drink? And it's like,
Nah, they don't.
that's too obvious, right?
They not
Yeah,
fucking
it is.
with
It
that.
seems like too
They not-
blatant. You feel me?
They're
Like,
not fucking with that. They're gonna say they don't drink, and they're gonna say they drink wine.
Yeah,
They'll be like, if you got a bottle of wine, you know,
Nah.
I'll drink that tonight.
that's what I have. I always have wine, but
Girls
it's-
like wine, man.
yeah, but it's not the same as like with weed. It's like you're on the same tip, and you be like floating with the girl. But when you're drinking, it's like it's like a hit or miss, you know.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good point.
But Molly,
oh, all right, buddy.
Oh man,
you guys ever did Molly with a girl?
I heard it's amazing.
Nah, I haven't.
I haven't either. I just heard it's
So like 3 virgins. You ever had pussy before? Nah, man. I heard it's great though. Nah, it's funny as fuck. Nah, I was just thinking about that though. Like other drugs and interacting with females. I mean, coke. That's a crazy one. Like girls that do coke and shit. I've never done coke a day in my life, but I know females that do coke and the type of dudes they'll chill around just to have that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Around them is like, all right, let me do you, but that shit gets a little hectic.
But I feel like the reason why we do drugs is because of girls, right? Like sometimes when you smoke, it's like, oh, I'm gonna smoke. Like when I was trying to quit, I would quit, but then it's like I'm gonna hang out with this girl and she wants to smoke, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smoke, and then I start smoking again.
Nah, man. I smoke because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. Like, I mean, girls. Yeah, I mean, girls are the devil, man. So.
Distraction.
That's why they smoke the devil's lettuce.
But let's go back to the
That
mountain.
was
I like
the-
the mountain.
yeah, the
we was talking
mountain.
about the mountain. We said, how do we get to the mountaintop? And you said, what things are on the mountain? So let's be real, though. There's definitely girls on the mountain distracting along
All right.
the way.
If you had to make like a list, what are the top 5 things on that mountain that just keep
Wait,
trying to
going
pull
back
you down?
before what I said, mine was gelato. All right, next.
Oh, the strain that made you. Yeah, mine was OG Kush.
Okay, I just wanted to say because we're like so far away from it.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Just so you could close that statement up.
When I smoked gelato, I saw like I was in space and I saw the grids and like rainbows all over. It was
Green
like,
ones or the red
What?
ones?
That boy was hallucinating. Whoa.
I was in like a, I don't know, bro. It was like Care Bear.
High. He was high.
My dog be tripping.
That's why I wanted to get out like gelato. Oh, nah. Wait. We're gonna talk about like the 5, but before, bro, Rob and Gio, I don't know if I tell you a story, but I stopped smoking on 420 2 years ago, right? In 2021. And it's so crazy because in May, I was doing Instacart, right? And I did like a delivery, and this guy tipped me, right? And I was thinking in my head, like when I was helping him get his stuff up in the apartment, I was like, damn, that's crazy. It's been exactly 1 month since I stopped smoking weed. And I was smoking weed every day for like 2 years. And it's so crazy, bro, because bro was like, yo, do you smoke? And I'm like, nah, why? And he's like, oh, I want to tip you this. And he gives me an eraser that was shaped in the shape of a skull. And then I opened it, and he was like, oh, it's gelato.
And it's tripping.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy because it was like 1 month after I stopped smoking, and I never smoked after that except that one time. And then it's like he gives me the strand that got me addicted to smoking in the first place.
Oh,
in the shape of a skull.
Damn. Death.
Bro, we were talking about that on the last one too.
Yeah.
So you feel like weed is one of those 5 things on that mountain?
Oh, I don't know, man. Not anymore because I've overcome it. Not to sound like, oh, I'm better than you guys.
Yeah,
but
let's
like,
start naming those 5. So
Okay.
for sure we got
Good
woman
to-
on the board.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1 is definitely women.
Sleep.
Sleep could be
To
on
an
the
extent.
mountain.
Yeah, if you're someone that sleeps a lot, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
sleeping, oversleeping.
I would say
Yeah.
on that mountain is definitely like friends and family. They have to be on that mountain. They
I
have to
feel like
be,
that's like
bro.
sleep, right?
No, I mean,
or toxic, like when they're being like when they're trying to pull you down.
yeah,
from the mountain.
toxicity. Yeah.
Or when they have like a set standard of you in their head, they don't want to like see you get bigger than that, bro. They'll try to keep you in a box.
That's true.
And
Yo.
that shit gets uncomfortable.
Rob, does this ever happen to you where you hang out with people you haven't seen in a long time, and then they kind of see you as that old Rob, but you're like
Yeah.
you're leveled up, so you're
all
like,
the time.
do you
All
feel
the
like you got to fit in their box, or you're just in your new box?
No, I never try to fit in no one's box. Like I'm always in my own box. So like
What if they stop fucking with you though?
it doesn't matter to me because I understand that along the way you're gonna lose people because not everybody could go the direction you're going. It's not even like levels because there's no disrespect to anybody working. It's just maybe the direction. That's a better way to say it. Maybe the direction that you're headed, they don't want to head in that direction.
I'm so sorry to laugh, bro, but it's funny because, like, if you look at the everyone can talk, right?
Yeah. Oh, we can't get the recording at all.
No, it's just funny because you see how it moves, right? It's like moving, and then once you said something, it stopped. So I'm just thinking, it's like going with what you're saying. Bye, bro. It's my brain it works different. Look, see, is that it now? See how it stops?
Yeah.
I don't know if you, like when you said like, oh, if they're not going the same direction, and it stopped, and now it's going. So it was so funny because it was like in sync with what you were saying. You feel me?
Okay.
My bad. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. You sure you don't smoke weed anymore?
That's why I can't smoke, because I'm already naturally like.
Yeah, he's
high as
naturally
fuck.
high, bro. He's definitely naturally high right now.
Yeah, I'd be like hallucinating and shit. That's why I'm like
That'll be cracking the matrix, man.
literally. But what were you saying, bro? About
No, I mean, just saying that. Like,
Friends and family.
yeah,
on the-
friends
on
and
the
family
mountain.
on. Sure.
now, you know what I was seeing though? Like what I was seeing in my head when I was seeing this, I saw all of us 3 going up at the same time. Like we're all going up the mountain, but then one of us is like straddling a little bit, but then we help each other up. So we all can go up at the same time.
I think it was him that was straddling, man.
Yeah, that's because I was like
It was
distracted.
him.
I was distracted.
You were
bro.
distracted.
Yeah, you were distracted.
All right,
man.
so-
While we're talking about the mountain of
All right,
distraction.
so let's talk about each one and see how they distract us.
All right, like PowerPoint. 1 woman.
Yeah, women. Okay, so go ahead, guys. Talk about how
All right.
how are they distracted?
Segment Mountain of Distractions.
Dates.
AKA
Oh, the
Mountain
dates.
of Vices.
Yeah,
Dates.
you feel like dates are a distraction.
It was crazy. I actually broke up with my ex because I wanted to work, and she's like, "Oh, let's go get chicken wings." And I'm like, "Nah, I want to work."
Damn. Yeah, no, that happens to a lot of people that work a lot. That's happened to me before. That like I just want to work, and they want to like hang out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to work. So I mean, the way you handle that is, I think if you focus on what you got to do, and you're willing to find people that are just willing to pull up on you. You get what I'm saying? So instead of like the date is the studio. You get what I'm saying? Like the date is wherever you at. That's how you test it at first.
Wait, you do that with girls?
Yeah, you gotta like.
They don't be like, oh, we gotta go. I'm not going to your house.
Nah. I mean, cause I've invited girls to the actual studio. Like if you book, like I know I got a studio here. We're obviously here, but I'm saying like if I go to the studio, like I book a studio, and I mean, like I tell a girl to pull up on me at the studio. That's how I feel like I'm still moving efficient, and I'm just setting the tone to say like, if you're gonna hang out with me, you're gonna have to be comfortable in studios, or comfortable me doing a podcast, or comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like
doing your shit.
Doing my shit. I gotta do my shit.
Do you feel like having a girl in the studio with you is like a utility though? Like she's helping you in some way?
For sure. Not maybe not to everybody, but for me, it's definitely like a muse. You know, like I make all my music pretty much based on women, so like that definitely is a help when you have a pretty girl in the studio and she's a vibe that she might inspire an idea.
Nah, it's funny because like a woman could make you or break you. They could be a distraction or they could be a leading motivation. Like it's funny, they do studies and shit in gyms and stuff, at least that I've heard about. And they found that when there's like a girl in the gym or in the space, the men work out harder. You feel me? They have more of a drive.
I know for a fact.
Like, I did that today because I noticed myself. There was these two girls next to me, and I was going harder. I was like,
"Yeah," he was like, "I gotta go harder.
Yeah, I gotta go harder."
They watching.
Yeah, and I was like, "Why am I doing this?" I'm like, "Oh, because there's two girls over there." Okay.
So on that mountain, bro, they could either push you up or bring you down, depending on how you utilize that.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, like as you get higher in life, though. Like I feel like it starts to become a little bit irregular because like let's say when you're like maybe in high school you might have like a couple bad ones on you, you know what I'm saying? Like now with social media you could have like 300 on you, you know what I'm saying? Like you could have a lot on you. So imagine if you even at a small scale, if you juggling like 10 girls that are in your DM right now, that's definitely distracting, bro.
Would you say you have a girl problem where it's like you think a lot about girls?
I don't think I have a girl problem because I'm not like throughout my day I'm really just focused on what I gotta do. But I mean, the thing is, like I said, bro, like when the car gets more expensive, it's hard to like look away. Like airplanes. Like when I mean airplanes, I mean like comparing it as a metaphor to like the level of girl. Like it went from like Toyota Camry to now we seeing Lamborghinis pull up. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see Lamborghinis, at least from the outside, because you don't know what's on the inside. You don't know what type of person this person is. But on the outside, it looks like a Lambo.
That's so funny. I almost got hit by a guy in the Lambo. He almost ran me over the other day.
You see, that's what girls do too. They run you over, bro.
Because you were black.
He was black too, though.
Oh shit, self-hatred. No.
Wait. Because like Rob, the other day, me and Gio had this conversation, right, where we're talking about like paying girls to fuck, right? Like, would you ever, like, you don't have to answer, but would you ever like pay a girl to like have sex with her?
I think.
You don't have to answer.
Well, you go to DR with $1,000, you the man.
Honestly, it depends on what's going on. It depends on what's going on. It depends on the type of night it is. It depends that I drink too much. Who knows? Like it depends on the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends also if I feel like if it's even worth it. Cause sometimes like, bro, like you get to the point that the scale is so high that for me, at least for me, to really pay a girl to smash, she gotta look like a goddess. Like she gotta be on a whole nother level of thing. And not even the look, also the vibe gotta be on 1,000. Like she had to like roll 3 blunts for me. Maybe she made me a plate of food. And then like she did all that shit to scheme on me. But now at this point, you fed me, you rolled some blunts, and now I wanna fuck. So now I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? And what if she says no right there? And she look good as fuck. I'm talking about some shit that just come out of a magazine, you feel me? So at that point you might be like, you know what? I'll run you a cash app right now. Like,
No, but like, cause like we were talking because you were saying like, oh, why would I pay for like porn or sex when I can get it for free, right?
Right.
But that's like saying like, why would I pay for a Lambo when I can just walk somewhere for free? It's like, yeah, you could walk somewhere. Yeah, you can get a ride from your friend.
I mean,
but
no,
if you want a Lamborghini,
nah.
If you want a Lamborghini,
but you know what? But you know what? But look, you're right about the Lambo. Lambo costs money, but I'm gonna tell you, if you doing what you gotta do, like the Lambo does come for free, bro. It does come for free.
But how many people are at that level where it's like, oh, here's a free Lamborghini?
It's not too many. It's not too many.
So unless you're there, you gotta spend the $2,000 to rent a Lamborghini.
That's not necessarily true, man.
I mean,
like, it's not necessarily
niggas
true.
is doing it. You are a South Beater, bro.
Look, man.
You gotta match the level.
I know. Look, man. I know girls right now that in my life that I've met throughout my life that they just came back from Dubai collecting 10K right now. Like they just 20 bands maybe on a trip, but I smashed that girl for free. You know what I'm saying? I did.
No, you can keep talking.
Nah, that
All right,
shit.
cool. So like that's what I'm saying. Like, you might be a likable person that people like, and you might be saucy, and you might have game, and maybe you're not ugly. You feel me? And then that girl that just smashed some goofy for 20,000 is gonna come chill with you, smoke a blunt, and suck your dick.
And that's what I was telling Nick, bro. I was telling him last time. It's not necessarily that it's not worth it or that it is worth it, whatever the case is. It's more the idea that the same girl you're paying to see or the same girl you're paying to fuck, she's fucking somebody else for free.
No cap.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting that pussy for free.
Look,
no cap.
So if you're not gonna pay for OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
But look, let's say you want to watch a movie. Like, yeah, you can get the bootleg for free, but it's like it's like someone in the theater taking a video of it. And they got to put it down because
you trying to put too many metaphors on it,
but
it's what if I got a good website that I can find the perfect version of the movie?
No, man, you got to think about it like, look how you talking. We talking about a Lambo, right? Mm-hmm. There could be a day that you got 7 Lambos parked outside, and now a Lambo don't mean shit to you. So it's the same thing with girls. Like I feel like guys, I would tell you like even like I'll tell you like a true real spill, like. Since high school,
Jill, put your beer there. Since he said that,
no spill,
real spill.
Yeah, you can see I'm a little paranoid right
now. No, we're not spilling nothing. just giving game. So look, since I was in high school, like I had the bad ones on me always. I was the athlete. I was popular.
So you're like this guy.
Yeah. So they was always on me, but it did get crazier as I went on in life because like you do go from. In high school, I drove a Toyota Camry. Then, in my early 20s, I'm in a foreign. You feel me? Like, so you start buying cribs. Like, shit start getting hectic. So like, as you're going up in life, now you're seeing Lambos more often. Like, as we're using that metaphor, we seeing that bad bitch more often, more of them. And social media plays a part in it too. You know what I'm saying? So as that grows, like your fan base grows, more girls are on you. Like you start to like eliminate that lust because if you met 100 bad bitches, you had lunch with 100 bad bitches, you would eventually start to eliminate some because you'll be like, yo, this girl got no personality. This girl don't make no money.
Past the pussy.
Yeah, this girl dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you would go so past the looks after you seen it 100 times. The first couple times, though, I ain't gonna lie. Even when it came to my doorstep, I didn't give a fuck. The bitch was smart, dumb, or other. You feel me? Like, she looked good as fuck. But after a couple times, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm off that look shit. Like, now, she gotta look good, but she also gotta bring things to the table. Like,
can you guys feel girls' like energy? Like, you can tell the energy?
Yeah. I mean, you could tell if a girl's attracted. At least me, I could tell if a girl's attracted to me or not.
Yeah, for sure. Like, of course. I mean, you feel anybody.
I feel like we all have an innate feeling to like kind of pick
always,
up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can't pick up on shit. Those are the ones that are less successful at picking up girls. But if you know the signs and shit, body language or like eye contact, all that type of shit, bro, you just study it a little bit.
What about like auras?
Auras.
you fuck with auras?
Different.
Yeah, auras. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's all energy at the end of the day. So
if you saw like an old lady, right?
Yeah,
she's not like super old. She's like an older lady. She's like in her 50s or something, or like 40s or
40s,
50s.
50s. All right.
But she has like amazing energy, and you're like, damn, like she has, like she's like perfect, like her energy is like perfect. She's like a real flower, like a waterfall.
I'm gonna be chilling with her.
Really?
I'm gonna be chilling with her, man.
But she looks okay. Like she's one of those old ladies that take care of herself, so she looks good for an old lady. But she's still an old lady.
Yeah, but she probably got game that the 22-year-old don't have. You know.
Shit.
You might chill over there one day and she might give you some gems and you come back and you level up. So yeah, we gonna chill with the old lady.
Oh damn, that's a crazy way to look at it.
Yeah,
Nah, she could give you some game.
experience, man. Like people. Look, bro.
She's like, practice on my daughter.
Look, man.
Then you go.
Think about this. How many times? How many times has somebody older told you something and you didn't listen, right? Because you really only learn. Humans mostly learn from experience. So if you didn't go through it, you probably not gonna listen.
Yeah, you could tell someone to not play with the fire,
And
they're not gonna listen until they get burnt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the old lady, I already learned that you go to the old lady, and when she tell you that she touched the fire and her hand burned, I'ma listen. So I don't go through that shit. I'm not going through it. I think Nick is still smoking weed. I really think I refuse to believe that he didn't replace weed with some other type of drug because he high.
I have a question. Y'all.
I'm just like what you're saying is like sinking in. I'm like, okay. Now I'm thinking about another question.
We're drinking beer and alcohol.
Shout out to Natural Ice.
Shout out to Natty Ice. Do y'all feel like alcohol is on the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alcohol is on the mountain for sure.
I have this thing where I say like anytime that I should probably stop saying this, but every time I drink alcohol, like my bank account just plummets. Like out of like something just occurs that it's like
called the fuck it syndrome, bro.
What's that?
It's called the fuck it syndrome. Like, or you just be on fuck it time. Like you just drink and you be like fuck it. Like you don't even matter. Like somebody could tell you, yo, the bottle's $2,000 and you drunk.
Like,
they be like, fuck it, put on the card. It's okay. We'll wake up tomorrow.
You know, it's funny. One time I was walking with my boy, right, and it's funny because like with his energy, I guess I feel like I'm super smart because he's real like in his head and stuff. Like he's real thinking, and it's funny because we're walking around Wynwood, and I'm like understanding so much about like how these clubs are making money, and I realized that the louder some place is, the more they can charge for things. You know, like the louder a club is, the more they can charge their bottles. Like 11, how loud is 11?
Pretty loud.
Damn, I didn't really think about that.
It's interesting to think about because if you look at artists, you look at X. He's like one of the loudest artists, and he had like one of the biggest impacts in some of the shortest time. So I feel like loudness could relate to bringing energy or bringing certain like. Because
you know what it was. It's like when I was hanging out with him, I saw like these levels, like these little bars above people's heads, right? And it's like their energy, and it's like tied. Like I saw the energy level of like everything, and I saw like. I don't know how to explain that.
Were you on a Molly?
Nah, I was on a beer.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was but it was funny because I took acid. Oh, it was also acid day yesterday.
You see, that's what I'm saying. I knew it.
Not today.
Like he said, bro, I knew it. He said that he does not smoke weed. But he replaced it with some other shit.
Nah, that was us that one time.
He still celebrates acid day.
Yeah, exactly. So he gonna be blasted, man.
No, but one thing I did think about was like, you know, like because if you want to talk to a girl in a club, right, you gotta yell at her like, you know.
That's true.
So that's gonna wait.
That was funny as fuck.
That's gonna make
that was funny as fuck.
That's gonna make your energy go low because you're like spending so much time. Whereas if you're in a coffee shop, you can just be, hey, excuse me, miss, and she's gonna hear you. But if you're in the club, she's not gonna hear.
Yeah, the impact in the coffee shop is way stronger.
So you don't have to buy a coffee to talk to a girl, but you have to buy alcohol.
All right. So wait, we keep talking about them being distractions, right? So then what would be your number one distracting type of girl? Who is that?
A girl that loves to fuck.
Damn, a girl that loves to fuck.
Yeah, I think that's the most number. I mean,
your mic is working, right?
Yeah, it's working.
All right.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I think a girl that I like, bro, like who doesn't want to end sex? That's like the most addicting drug there is.
No, but it depends though, because there's girls that if you have sex with them, they'll charge you up and they'll rejuvenate you. But then there's girls if you have sex with them, they're gonna take your power. They're gonna drain you.
I feel like most girls drain you. If she's not the one for you, or she's not like, you feel me? If it's not meant to be, and you still trying to force it and shit, then it's not gonna work.
Not every girl drains. Some girls they give.
Yeah, I'm not saying every girl. I just feel like some girls, you know,
definitely give. Yeah,
because I feel like sometimes girls give, and then that attracts more. Like when a girl's giving a lot to you, right? And then you become like, oh, I'm this nigga. I'm gonna change the world. And then you end up having more distractions, and they hit you up, hey, you up, and you go have sex with them, and then they drain you, and then you lose it, and you're like, fuck, I could have done so much with that.
He's funny as fuck.
Like, I would have saved that for another week.
Damn,
Like, fucking these hoes.
Yeah, have you ever felt that, Rob? Like you ever had that situation?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you feel. Yeah, I felt before like my energy was probably taken. Like, I mean, more than anything, it's just like when that just probably means that you're being distracted. That probably just means that when you feel like your energy was taken, most of the time, it's probably some shit that you really like. Because, like, why was so much energy taken from you? It's probably because you put in a lot of energy. And then they just took it. Because if it was a bitch that you didn't really like, then you would have just fucked it real quick, gone home, and your energy was still all the way there.
No, we tried like a bunch of times.
Yeah, because girl you really like.
Whose is that? That's yours, right?
It might be.
Talking again?
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Just saying that. Yeah, it's good.
Get him new cables, man. We're going to get him a new cable.
Man, it's funny. Let's talk about this cable, bro. Because speaking of distractions, I went to Guitar Center to buy this cable. It's on black. Bro, I couldn't not walk in there without everyone just like staring at me and just like they're like looking at me like, oh, what is he gonna steal? I'm like, bro, I'm here to buy a cable. Bro.
You hit me up. You're like, bro, I should have went to the music center.
Yeah,
damn, that's fucked up.
Bro, I've been to like I went to the Guitar Center. The thing is like I could like I think it's best to just like unplug it and plug it back.
Making sure it's that one. Yeah.
I think it's drunk from all the beer in it.
Yeah, probably drank a lot of beer.
Wait,
it's gonna be an ongoing joke for like the next year, bro. I guarantee it.
Because if we don't make the joke, bro, there's no more podcast. There could have been no more podcasts.
So I know you're not aware, but
wait, Rob, talk.
Yo,
okay,
yeah,
you spilled beer on the machine.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's why the shit don't work, man.
It's like a month ago, bro. I spilled beer.
A month ago.
The way that Nick looked at me was like,
we can't trust Nick anymore, man. Listen,
me, that wasn't me.
Nick is like,
I'm gonna throw you under the bus, man. It's on camera. It's on camera. This.
No,
stop it.
The reason why we can't trust Nick is because Nick came in and he said, "Look, man, I stopped smoking 2 years ago, right?" And then the nigga was like, "Yo, I did acid." You know,
I did acid a year ago or 2 years ago. But today's acid day.
Okay, but have you done acid within these 2 years?
No.
He capped.
Nah, I only smoke. No, but let me ask you guys. Did you guys see this video of like? I know we're gonna go back to the topic about the distractions and stuff, but there was this video of like these two kids, right? And they were running away from the cops in South Beach, and then one of them got caught, and then the other one was about to get away, but then he grabbed bro's ankle, and then he's like, "Yo, let me go," and then the cops caught both of them.
Damn.
What would you guys do in that situation? Like if your homeboy, like you're about to escape from the cops and get away, but then your homeboy's like, "Nah."
He grabs your ankle?
Yeah.
That's a fuck nigga.
Is that say your homeboy?
That's not my homeboy at all. Nah.
I'll be so mad, bro. I'll be so tight. Fuck no.
Nah, that's fucked up.
What if you were the one that grabbed him? Would you do that? Would you grab?
Nah, I would never grab. Nah, you gotta let him go. If he's getting away, go ahead.
Listen, if you see some shit with your boy, you gotta be like that video where the dude's in the back seat and his homeboy's on the bike and he pulls up on the bicycle, he opens the door and he just takes off, and the dude in the backseat runs away with the handcuffs on, and they both get away.
Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be.
Fact.
If you put your man's in jail, you die as man's.
Yeah, tripping.
Fuck no.
What were you saying, Rob, about? Because I didn't see that video, so I'm. What were you saying about your distractions?
Yeah, I was saying like. I was still asking you about what do you think else what else distracts you throughout your journey?
Oh, Rob, do you prescribe to no fap.
Prescribe.
What is that?
Rob, do you masturbate?
Sometimes.
No, it's funny. Like on the podcast, I always ask that question.
That's
just like random.
every guest, yeah.
They be they be capping. They say they know. They're capping.
For your boy, bro, I forgot his
Claude.
Claude, yeah.
Because what happens if
Chicago.
what happens one day, you know, your bitch fell asleep, or she not around, or you ain't got a ting with you, like, bruh, come on now, don't cap like you don't ever jerk your dick ever, like that's cap.
You know,
if I told you, if you stopped it could change your life. Not playing.
now you know what's funny, because I have to edit these and I cut up clips, right? I'm like, oh, that'll make a good clip. That'll make a good clip. It's so funny because right now I realize that I'm not behind the computer like editing it. But, I mean, I can make it the conversation anywhere I want.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're imagining the next. Yeah, that's pretty fire though.
Yeah, it's like I can create it. Like I can just say whatever.
Create
like
the clip.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like that's how it went. It's like, oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty fire, bro.
Yeah, you can
that shit.
Oh, it's gonna stop recording because of the government.
Oh yeah, they're tapping in now, bro. Every time we talk about some shit, bro, they start what? I know we sound like burnouts, but it's all just coincidence.
Nah, but I bet I sound like the biggest burnout, right?
That boy, look, man. I can't look. He said we was trying to find what was wrong with the equipment, and then all of a sudden he just popped with a story like, "Yo, there was one time the beer just happened to land on it." I'm like, "What, bruh? Like, come on, man."
Shit. Nah, if I told the story, it would have came out different.
Look, man. All I know is that there's already been 2 claims of playing it real cool, and it was like something else. so I
said it's not math enough.
It's like a bag of tricks. It's just he got a hat full of tricks.
Nah, Rob, you know what's funny? The last time I did smoke weed, I was at my homegirl's apartment, right? And I go to the bathroom, and it's so crazy because every time I would take a step, it's like I saw a little forest girl on the floor. Under my feet,
bro.
You was smoking some other type of weed.
It's because I went like a year and a half.
Plug,
oh my god, you was smoking some. I don't know what you were smoking,
bro. That shit was so wild. It's like I took a step and it's like trees grew. I'm like, what?
Oh my god!
In the bathroom.
Are you sure it was weed you were smoking, man?
I hope it. Nah, bro. That was crazy. I'll show you pictures.
We're talking about a mountain of distraction. This whole podcast has been distracted so far.
Oh, we haven't reached the top yet.
We haven't reached the top yet. Exactly, bro. We're still like halfway there.
That's why they call it topic, so you can stay on topic. Stay on top.
No, I mean,
Nick.
I think we have
stay on top,
Nick.
we talking how can. All right, so let's just flip it and say, how can girls be empowering? How can they be empowering?
How about girls are just to show us the reflection of what we've accomplished?
That's a pretty cool.
That's a good way to put it.
Because if a girl is able to drain you, that means that you're draining yourself.
Yeah, but it also means that you're just matching energy. So basically, you're just attracting what you are.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Matching energy, because I just said.
Yeah, you're attracting what you are. You're attracting what you are.
Nah, it's funny though, bro. Women is like a measure of success for a lot of people. I think that's how some people work. It's like how women respond to me. That's how successful I am. If I go out there and I talk to a girl and she treats me like a loser, then I'm a loser. If I go out there and I talk to a girl and she treats me like a king, then I'm a king.
Nah, you know what's crazy about that though?
What's that?
I can't get it out. I have a big ass burp in my stomach. Cause it's like 1 o'clock.
It's just I have a burp in my stomach because it's 1 o'clock.
You didn't do acid today?
It's like the natural weed. Like I bet everyone's smoking, and it's like the accumulation of all the weed highness is just like coming to
absorbed into Nick right now.
Now you know what's funny? All right, so what was I talking about before this? Oh, so today I went to the gym, right? You were talking about the girls were treating you like a loser when they go up to when you talk to them, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the gym today, and I was I did my little pump and shit, and I was feeling amazing. I was feeling like a god. And, I went up to a couple girls today, and they was like, ugh.
Damn, they curved you?
Yeah.
Damn.
But they was treating me, because the thing is, I'm like fat, so it's like I have a stomach. So it's like, I know girls don't like that. So, but whatever, I don't give a fuck. So I still go up to them. And then, but the thing is, I was feeling good about it when I went up to them. But they were still treating me like, you know, like, I don't want to give the full thing because I'm on camera.
Damn.
Like, just in case they see this, you know.
But you know what? I think like what Gio's saying makes sense too, because like it's like when girls are gonna be nicer to you when you're your best. You know, whenever the best version of you is just presented. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? That's like mind, body, and soul. Like it's everything. That's like if somebody is like taking care of their skin. Why are you taking care of your skin? You get me? That's somebody that takes their skin serious. If somebody's taking care of what they eat, that's somebody who's taking their body serious. You know, like I do everything perfect. I don't, but I'm just saying, like, if you're taking care of yourself for the most part, you're gonna be the best version of yourself. So then you're gonna attract some high level shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, let me ask you guys this:
100%.
Is it worth it to be this high level nigga to get all these baddies, right? To get the highest level girl.
If that's the reason, no.
But no, listen. Is it worth it to get to this high level to attract the baddie when what comes with it is hating ass niggas and niggas who want to see tear you down and see you fall off the mountain?
I mean, bro,
they want to pull you down. Like not even just see you fall. They want to pull you down.
I mean, 99% of niggas want to pull you down no matter what, whether you got the bitch or not. There's I believe that everybody wants to see you do well, but not better than them.
Mm-hmm.
So as you start doing better than them, they're trying to pull you down, bro.
It's so funny because it stops.
With the audio.
Because I'm seeing us all coming up the mountain, but then it's like if one of us like gets like higher, then it's like no, we're all going at the same time. And it's funny how it stops.
Nah, this man's correlating his visuals right now.
Because I have like the thing is I'm real spiritual, so I feel like the earth speaks to me through like everything around me. You know,
you treat everything like a sign.
Yeah,
I feel you.
What was the craziest science like you guys ever had? Like both of you guys, that's like you're like, damn, that's like a fucking miracle, like on some Jesus shit.
Oh, I've been saved by my gut a bunch of times, bro.
Well, where it's like impossible, like damn, that's impossible.
I mean, probably getting music placed with a major artist like that used to be like a thought that would be like impossible. Like,
facts.
How can I be on a song with somebody major? That's impossible.
Yeah, I feel like it's so funny because I feel like you had that like hidden in you, and you're just like, and you're like letting all this light shine out.
I mean, I was just trying to think about the last time I said the word impossible, because like I don't say that word often.
No, it just shows how humble you are. Like you're mad humble.
Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, no, I thought about the last time I said impossible, and it was like I literally said it one time when me and my boy like wrote and produced this song for a girl who signed to Sony at the time, and like the people we were competing against for that single were like major legends, you know, like it was a Spanish song and these guys were legends. So I told my boy like, yo, it's impossible. Like we're not gonna get picked. There's no way. They got like a folder of 10 songs, some of the biggest producers and writers in the game, and we're nobodies at the time, like not even one song placed. And it was like they picked our song. I was like, oh shit, like that's lit, you know. So that's the last time I said impossible.
Oh, that's fire. It's funny that you bring that up, bro. I feel like you saying that, I could see now the word impossible on the mountain. Because that's definitely on the mountain, bro. That word, or that idea, rather. Yeah. Not even the word, the idea of impossible.
That feels disgusting to me. I don't believe in the word impossible.
Bro, because you can't. You got to think like, some people will be like, Elon Musk.
That's like blocking. The word impossible is blocking us.
It is. It does.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on a journey right now.
You visualize everything, so I get where your trip comes from. But
it's like
everything's verbal.
See how it's moving, how it's like continuously going consistently.
I want to spend 24 hours in Nick's head, bro. I want to see how the fuck he sees the world, dog, because he's tripping me out. I respect it though.
That shit in there is like Cirque Soleil or something. There,
nah, you gotta see my iPad, bro.
Like Samurai when they cooking up and shit, they got so much shit going on.
This man said my mind is Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil. Hold on.
Bro, what happened to this?
Mind.
What happened to this?
Never mind.
Now you want to know something impossible that happened, bro? One day I was doing Instacart, right? And I was driving, and the thing is, like, I was by my old crib, and I was done for the day, right? I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home because I'm tired, and And it's so funny because I felt like my phone. Sometimes when I get Instacarts, it's like they're calling to me, right? It's not like, oh, someone ordered this. I feel like it's like the app. I feel like it's God talking to me through the app, right? And it's like, yo, do that, go over here, right? Because it gives me notifications like, oh, this amount of money to go to the store. So I was done for the day. I was like, oh, 7-Eleven, it's right there. I'm gonna just go there real quick. So I just like go there, and I was tired, and I was like, I don't want to do it, but I just did it. And I go in there and I get I think I had to get like ice cream and like ice or something.
Yeah.
And this man walks in with his boys. And it's so funny because, I saw them like, oh, they look like rappers. But that was it, right? And they were just doing their thing and I was doing my thing. And then, they leave. And then I pay for my shit. And then I leave. And it's so crazy, bro, because I go to deliver it. And then I go to the house. And it's this nigga.
That's funny as fuck.
Yo, I remember that.
That's how we met, bro.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. I was like, yo, that's crazy. He was our delivery. Man.
Goes to show you, everybody, when you step outside of the crib, you can meet people, you can do things.
But it's so impossible because it's just like with the Instacart, how I did the Instacart and the guy gave me bro, I've been doing it for like 2 years and no one's ever given me weed as a tip, But then it's like, that one day, it's like a month
you
after.
Tipped him in weed?
No, it wasn't him.
Okay.
But it was funny because he pulled up to, it was an Airbnb, and then he was like, what do you guys do? Like, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, we're making music. We make music.
Your boy knew my boy Skater Montez.
Yeah.
You remember? You know Skater Montez?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, your boy's like, oh, you're Danny's friend. And I was like, oh, yeah. And they knew each other.
Oh, okay.
But it's so funny because it's like that shit never really like happens, right? And it's like we were just at the store, and I was like, why am I here with So it's like kind of like
we went to the store, man. Like that was just some shit. Like I mean, I think it's just being spoiled and just being on like Postmate and shit and just ordering shit.
Yeah, bro, you went to the store and you ordered an Instacart. That shit's just ringing in my head right now.
I ordered the Instacart before we went to the store. But sometimes you just can't wait. You just be like, yo, let's go to the store and get some shit. Like, yeah.
Well, I appreciate the tip. Well, I don't know. I think it was someone else that was with you guys.
Yeah.
But that shit still like blows me, bro, because I'm like, damn, that's crazy because I was about to not even do it. And it's like now we're here right now at this moment.
Yeah, this would have never happened if it wasn't for your Instacart job.
All right.
Yeah, God bless Instacart.
Yo, have you ever done like apps like that?
I never done it. I mean, I only worked like regular like 9 to 5s. My last job was at NBC, the network. I did marketing advertising there. That was my last normal.
That's a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, I went to school for marketing advertising. I went to FIU for it. So I always like pursued. At first, I worked at a bank.
That's funny. I was in marketing at FIU too, and we're the same age.
Oh, lit. A lot of people don't know that I worked like, I always try to work some shit that I would learn something that I thought would like better my rap career. So I was like, at first when I was 19, I was a teller, and I just wanted to work at a bank to learn about like money and credit and like how you get loans, like how you do shit. So in my head, I was like, if I work at a bank, I'll learn about like business, like money management, so I could put it towards like my rap, my music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm on that tip right now. I want to work at a bank just so I can learn how money works and all this.
Yeah, and then I worked. Then I worked at advertising and marketing, and like I learned more there about production, about everything. Like they do everything at NBC. You know. So.
Yo, Gio, what did you learn about producing at Fuddruckers?
Not a goddamn thing.
But that shit motivates him, man. You know what?
When I was working at Fuddruckers, that shit was the worst,
working
bro.
on the weekend like usual. You don't see Drake and these niggas were flipping burgers.
In the music video, bro.
Exactly.
But look, I work at Home Depot right now. I'm gonna say this right now. In 365 days, bro, I'm not gonna be there. You feel me? I've been through this shit, bro. I've been doing this shit since I was 12, 13 years old, trying to make this shit happen. I ran into this dude when I was like 16. While
I was working.
Yeah, while he was working at UFIT.
I met both of you guys while I'm working.
So like, bro, I'm 22 right now. I'm finna make this shit happen. Y'all mark my words, bro. I'm not gonna be here. Like, and when I say here, I'm gonna still be here. You feel me? Doing podcasts and all that shit. But I'm not gonna be here. Home Depot, y'all niggas suck my dick. You feel me? I'm going up. I appreciate the job opportunity.
He's gonna work at Lowe's now.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna pull up with my blue apron and jump y'all.
I mean, like, bro, there's nothing embarrassing about that though.
Yeah, nah, bro, it's the grind. I couldn't afford my PC. I couldn't afford my apartment.
It don't matter.
None of that shit without my job.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
At the end of the day, there's a bunch of broke niggas out here with no jobs.
And people don't know that feeling, bro, of like getting to a certain level of success and some shit. Like I got to a certain point in my producing and shit, and then to work a regular job, people that I knew would pull up to the drive-through or whatever the case was, and they'll be like, "Weren't you in Cali?" And I was like, "Yeah,
listen,
I've had that same feeling.
I hate that shit, but it's part of the process."
I got the worst story when it comes to that, bro.
What?
The
Right.
worst
Let me hear
one. The worst one. Fuck, trust me, the worst one. So look, remember I just said we did a song for a girl like signed to Sony, right? All right. So when this song came out, she's like real famous in Peru. So when the song came out, it was getting played like in multiple countries. Like she's reposting like people dancing to it in Argentina, like in different places in Latin America, like Venezuela, Peru, like different places. And bro, this girl pulls up to like a Good Morning America type show in NBC, like the Spanish version. And I work in the building, my G. I work in the building at a desk on a computer. So I'm watching the song I wrote, right? Because they got TVs everywhere in the building. It's like a big-ass building. If you ever been there, it's in Doral. They got like TVs everywhere.
Oh, Telemundo?
Telemundo.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm there in the building, and I'm seeing the girl perform the song I wrote on every TV in the building.
That's
nigga.
fire.
But I'm in a cubicle, though. So you know what that made me feel like shit? Because I'm like, yo, my song's getting played all like in multiple places. She's performing it in Good Morning America, like, and I'm in a cubicle.
It's the contrast of it. You feel
Yeah, I was like, fuck this job.
I feel you
yo.
100%.
I was
bro.
really like on some fuck this job. But look, this is what I'm gonna say though. The key is to keep your job for as long as you can. That's the truth. Like they're gonna lie to you and say, nah, if you want to be a producer, a rapper, whatever you want to be, quit your job. Nah, bro, where you gonna get the money to build your shit? You know, where you gonna get the money to bust plays?
Yeah, if you're gonna be a rapper, bro, you need to pay for features and shit like that.
No, you need to pay
and
for
shows.
life. You need to pay for life.
Exactly, for every
How you
life
gonna
in
be a
general. How you
broke
gonna pay
rapper?
exactly,
You gonna be a
bro.
broke rapper?
Especially if you grown, bro.
You
That
can't
shit.
even buy J's, bro. You broke. You can't even buy J's.
You can buy them on the
Fact.
shout out to DH Gate
You know what I'm saying?
on the fence.
Alibaba.
That's what I'm saying. So like, there's no way to be a broke rapper. Like you can't. The music costs money.
Yeah.
The podcast costs money. The
Video shoots,
everything
shoots,
comes money.
studio
For you to get a
time,
haircut, it costs
equipment,
money.
anything, bro.
How you gonna get a
everything.
haircut? You ain't got no money.
Facts.
So now you look fucked
That's
up.
why, bro.
You know what
People
I'm saying?
people be too scared though because they hear shit in the music and they don't realize that before them people blew up, they
had
were working jobs too.
They had regular
Anybody
jobs.
you could think of, bro, they had working at Starbucks.
Look,
They were working at
There's
Lowe's,
only
they
two
working
ways to it. Either you're gonna be a nigga go all the way muddy and you're gonna be a trapper, a scammer, or whatever it is, or you're gonna work a regular job.
Yeah.
You feel
All right,
me?
but what about trapping?
That's
I
part of
mean,
the hustle,
people
man.
people
That
could
shit.
choose to trap, you know, but the trap comes with risk, and the trap comes with risking your life. The trap comes with like drama, beef.
Yeah.
It comes with legal problems.
Trap progresses
So,
you
like,
further financially,
Yeah.
but it could set you back.
I mean, I
depending
know
on how you
plenty
do
of
it.
dogs. I got boys that I grew up with that are big time trappers, and they've been locked up a couple times, bro. And that shit ain't no fun. You get me? Like, yeah, they got up for a second, but then they back in jail.
Yeah, and you
for
gotta
like
pay your lawyers, bro.
3
All that
years.
money that you made and
Yeah.
shit, you gotta end up paying the lawyers.
So
and
God
all that
bless
to
the
get out.
trappers, but even the trappers know, and I keep it a buck. Like all of them know I'm a real nigga. So like even the trappers know that the trap is just a hustle. It's for a quick second, as quick as you could get in
and get
you
out.
try to get out. Every trapper is trying to get out. Every trapper is buying property or opening up a legit business, something,
Airbnb, arbitrage, car rentals,
anything, bro,
dog breeding,
anything,
all
bro.
type of
Nah, I
shit.
heard that dog breeding is good.
It is
Super good. You
but
know,
people fucking up dogs, them shit's coming out retarded.
But wait, look. All right, so let me ask you guys
They
this:
gotta
since
gotta
you
chill
guys
out.
since you guys have like lighter skin, do you guys ever go to like a country club and like ask some like rich old guy like, hey, I'm trying to be a rapper, I'm trying to be a producer, can you give me like $200,000 so I can like, you know, I'll give you your money back in interest, but I want you to fund my career, and then he just gives it to you.
I
Did you
wish
ever do that?
I wish that's how loans work.
That's how people get movies made. I've heard of stories like that.
I mean, I've been offered money before. I've been offered money. Like the most I've been offered is $200K at one point. That was like,
Was it you that told me that?
yeah, I was offered that. Like I think it was like how long ago? I would say 2 years now. It's been like almost 3 years now.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, I was offered $200K, but
How did that come about?
I mean, just somebody that's in the music industry that invests in artists, and they got artists, and we just met this person, and they offered that, you know. But the thing is, it was just the type of things they trying to get off of you is crazy. You know what I'm saying? 200,000 for your soul. You get me? But then also you gotta another thing is when that 200 was coming, like my life was already set up in a whole different way. You feel me? Like I was a homeowner already. I was already in a foreign. So like
your assets were probably more than whatever.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that 200.
That's so fun. Oh shit, that's crazy. Cause I was like, damn, bro. It's like when you speak, it's like I see the visual of it, the hallucination of it. That's so crazy.
Yeah, they gotta, you know, I'm already at the point they gotta come with M's, bro. If it's not M's they coming with, I'm good.
But would you rather get a lump sum of $200K or like or $1 million, or would you rather get like monthly installments, like $80K?
Right now where I'm at, I would lump sum because the thing is like you a lot of people want money, but they don't know what to do with the money. If you never had money, like you're gonna fumble the first, you know, money you get because you're not gonna you don't really know what to do. So like I could give you like 50K right now, but if you never have 50K in your hand, then you might not know exactly how to flip that money.
You might know how to flip 1,000, but when you're on a larger scale, it's a whole different.
And the risks are way bigger.
Yeah.
So talking from a person that already lived it, like remember risking, like let's say back in the day when I used to risk like $200-$300 maybe investing in studio time or something like that, and then now we talking about plays, we talking 30-40 bands on a play, and like what if that play doesn't go right? You lost 30-40K.
The risk to reward is
that's so stupid, bro.
crazy.
I'm sorry because he keeps stopping whenever I'm thinking about like the risk. What you saying, Drew?
Nah, I was just thinking about the risk to like even in like bro, when I was going crazy in crypto, I was throwing thousands at that shit, and there's such a there's a limit to it because when you throw like $500 in there, you see it not moving, you're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little crazier trade, and then you start going up in numbers, and then when you start getting to a certain point, you see how volatile the shit is, and you see how quick you could lose money and how quick certain shit can go down. You're like, yo, it gets a little risky.
You get crypto.
So when you move to a new bracket and when you start playing with a bigger bag, you have to learn how to invest it differently because not everything is as safe as you might think it is. That's why when people get to M's and shit, they start investing in real estate because that's one of the safest, least volatile markets.
That's probably the best one, bro.
Yeah,
like
long term, you know what I'm saying? That shit goes crazy.
When you said when you get to a certain point, that's what it stopped. It's so dumb how synchronized it is, bro.
Nah, it's funny though.
Yeah, but real estate is probably the best one. Like I've invested in a bunch of things. Real estate is probably the best one.
I think the best one is investing in yourself.
Yeah,
That's if you're a smart.
I mean,
person.
ownership is part of investing in yourself. Like,
Now I was just would you guys? All right, so I have two questions. Right, this is a 2-part question. Would you guys make a course? And then second part of the question is, do you guys feel like people can actually learn how to handle money and how to make money, like more money?
you want to answer that, Jill?
All right, to answer the first one, I would make a course, but I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be like a loophole or a thing to keep people sucked in. It'd be like you get in, you learn what you need to learn, and you get out. So I'd probably make it like a one-time payment thing. I wouldn't do the whole monthly idea.
You made the Trappers course.
Trappers
Call it
course.
Trappers Delight course.
We'll talk about that on here. But like, and then the second question. What was your second question again?
Well, all right. So to add context to this, right? I was watching a video today saying how like people that make, like the way that people make money is by teaching other people how to make money, right? Like enriching others enriches yourself. Mm-hmm. There was this one guy I know, he told me like all his friends made millions of dollars because they made courses, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, the video I was watching today was oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like the reason I don't like fuck with Chat GPT like that is because I looked up I went on ChatGPT and I put a prompt and I said, make me a YouTube video saying how to make like money, right? And it said drop shipping, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, all the regular shit, like Uber, And it's like, is that really how you make money? That's not how you really make money. That's what everyone says.
I mean, how you really make money is, I would say how you really make money is learning things and finding and enhancing them. So to break that down, for example, is like if somebody gives you the game to something, let's say even like the simplest thing like Uber, right? You just named Uber.
That's me.
So let's say somebody's an Uber driver, right? There's ways to maximize that Uber experience. Like let's say, for example, like if you're an Uber driver and your Uber, you decided to put LED lights in your Uber and you upgraded your Uber and you put 7 chargers in your
Uber. I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but right before I got here, I watched a TikTok and it said like it was like Uber risk, and it's like the girl's like, she tried to put on her seatbelt and her seatbelt has a lock on it, and she's like, oh, if you want the lock, you gotta cash out me $5.
Nah, yo.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Survive a car crash.
But what I'm saying is like, crazy. Look, I know about an Uber story of somebody that did that to their Uber. They upgraded their Uber crazy, and then the nigga became lit. Now he like an influencer. He pick up all the celebrities and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's learning a hustle and then learning how to maximize that. Yeah. Because everybody knows about trapping. Everybody knows about scamming. Everybody knows about Uber. About all the lists that you just read. But not everybody's maximizing those things. You know what I'm saying?
I think 2 ways a person could separate themselves from like the average worker would be to have a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Whether like whatever, any other way to make like money on the side and shit. And also to not be scared to invest in themselves. I work with so many people, bro. Last time I heard people invest in this shit was in Dogecoin. And it's like, bro, like there's so much things you could get into. You feel me? Right now, AI is going crazy. There's people that made millions, billions even in AI in the last couple months. If you would have been paid or tuned in to that type, let's say in Twitter, if you just follow a couple AI crypto pages or AI companies and shit, and you see what they're working on, you put some money aside and you're not scared to invest. You feel me? You could make a lot of bread. Or invest in yourself, how Nick said earlier. Let's say you want to be a content creator. Go buy a camera. You want to be a producer. Go invest in you know what I'm saying, some equipment. Whatever it is you want to do, invest in yourself. Because that money will come back 10-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold.
All right, Rob, you fuck with Andrew Tate?
I mean,
you don't have to answer.
I mean, a lot of the things he says, I don't agree with some of the things, and I agree with some of them. Some of the points he had were good. Like I think he's the one that said like girls get on the boat easy, and the man has to work forever to get on, to own the boat, to get on the boat. That makes sense, But then some of the stuff I don't.
But one thing he does say is that like, because he has something that I had, right? It's called business vision, where it's like you look around and you're like, how can I make money with this? Like one day I was at a concert and I see like everyone like going crazy and shit at the show, and I see this guy's rapping but no one's recording him. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my camera, I'm gonna record him. And after his performance, like, yo, you're lit, bro. Yo, I got your footage. He's like, all right, bet. And then he texts me the next day, yo, can you send me that footage? I'm like, yeah, give me $100 and I got you. Yeah. But it's like you gotta have that like business vision where you look around and you're just like, how can what can this?
I mean, bro, it literally all comes down to hustle. It literally just comes down to hustle because, like we said, like, bro, everybody nowadays could buy a laptop, set up microphones, set up a camera. Anybody could set up their home studio to record music. Anybody could do anything nowadays, right? Because there's this accessibility to all of that. And there's platforms to put your stuff on. But who's going to work the hardest? Who's going to be the most detailed in what they put together? Who's going to invest the most money in themselves to make the shit like look right, sound right, work right?
But Rob, did you come from like the trap?
I mean, I come from the jungle, bro. So like I grew up with a bunch of like hooligans.
But I mean, like, were your parents like, it's all right if they were?
My parents in the trap?
No, like, were they like well off?
No, hell no. My parents came from nothing, bro. Like we came from the dirt.
You guys were like poor growing up.
Yeah,
Not in a bad way, but
yeah,
like,
we was poor. We was poor growing up for sure.
because you're saying that like anyone could just go buy a laptop, anyone could just go buy this and that. But it's like, you know, like there's kids that they don't have anything, you know. Their parents on like drugs and shit.
Yeah, they don't have anything, but they could get knowledge. Yeah, they could prepare their minds.
When there's a will, there's a way. Bro.
Yeah, they could prepare their minds.
Like, bro, when I was 12, I had a bullshit computer, and I could not afford FL Studio, but I went on YouTube.
Isn't it free?
I did a deep dive. Yeah, the demo was free. You feel me? But the producer edition. You feel
I did
me?
the same
So I learned how to get the real shit, and I got it for free.
Bro,
and that's what made me. You feel me? I ended up getting so much, you know, collabs and shit, working with all type of people because of the knowledge that I had. I had no money. My parents didn't have no bread. I would ask them for a $20 video game. I would not get that shit.
Yeah, you had hustle. So I was like, you wanted to get it done.
Exactly. So my mentality is what brought me to where I'm at now. Not even the money, not even, you feel me, my knowledge allowed me to get to where I'm at now. Just based on what I learned and being able to work on using a program for free. Right. That's some shit that a lot of people didn't have, you know?
You know, there's this I forgot his name, but he was like this big, like he signs like Young Thug and all of them, or like he's a producer for, I forgot his name, but I was watching his No Jumper interview. He's like this big time producer, and Adam asked him like what software do you use? And he's like Fruity Loops, and he's like, oh, for real? And he's like, yeah, because if all these, like, he's this high end producer, he can use any. Because I thought Fruity Loops was free.
No, there's a lot of major producers that use Fruity Loops.
But he's saying like, you know, he can afford like any DAW he wants, but he uses Fruity Loops, and he's like, that's because that's what these hits are being made out of now.
I mean, there's so many. I know like 50 producers using Fruity Loops that are multi-platinum Grammy.
Bro, Fruity Loops is the most user friendly. That's crazy.
Nah, but I mean, like if you think about it, bro, it's mostly like, you know, like, because I thought it's free. You know what I mean? So it's like it was mostly like black producers.
But the story he's explaining, like the origin of it. Lex Luger was like one of the first ones really doing this shit.
Yeah. He's black,
FL
right?
Studio. Yeah,
exactly.
Soulja Boy made his first hits on FL Studio. FL Studio got a, you know,
No, but at the end of the day,
where the hits were made.
Whatever you got. Yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying.
There's producers making all type of shit on that.
I started fucking with Ableton like 2 weeks ago, bro. When I tell you FL Studio is so much more user friendly. Like, Ableton's cool. I fuck with all the plugins and shit. I'm just using it just in case I need to have that knowledge in the future. But like, FL Studio is my baby, man. That's where I learned everything. Because,
like, all the black producers are using FL Studio, and all the white producers using, like, Reason and, like, Logic.
I love how you pick up on that type of shit. Like, yo.
But am I wrong, though?
I mean,
they're making all the electronic music. That shit costs money. That shit's expensive.
I would say for the most part, yeah.
They're not using FL Studio to make electronic music, you know? To make dubstep.
I've seen some people do it. I think it just depends on the person, you know, like whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you came up on is really like what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen producers produce on all type of platforms, and it just depends on, you know, it's like we have a saying that is not the bow and arrow, you know, it's the Indian.
Yo, fuck you, bro.
Yo, where you from, Rob?
My family is Cuban and black.
Oh, you're black?
Half black, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you. I thought you were from where this guy's from. Well, he's Cuban too.
I'm half Cuban, half Nika.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Data Fletcher.
Fuck you, bro.
But yeah, what Jill was saying is facts though, cause look, when I started making music, I had I didn't even have a laptop. I had a tower, and that shit crashed all the time. Like
what is that?
Like a gaming
like a
tower,
big PC,
like a PC.
Yeah, and
it would crash on me all the time.
Oh, like a computer,
like a an actual computer, not a laptop. And then, my microphone was like $100 or some shit like that. It was terrible. And then also, like I didn't know anything about Pro Tools. I didn't have nothing on it. I had to get like the demos of like Waves and like all these, because I couldn't afford to like, and I didn't know at the time any like plugs to like download, and I wasn't like really savvy with like installing the plugins or none of that. So it was a struggle, you know what I'm saying? So, but even then with all that struggle, I still did it.
Yeah, like you made something happen.
I still made something happen.
Yeah.
I still figured it out.
That drive, bro.
So at every level, I just continue to figure it out because the drive is always there, you know?
Where is the craziest place you guys ever made a beat? And like, what was like, how fire was the beat?
On an airplane.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be mine.
Yeah, on
bro.
an airplane.
I mean, not the crazy. I made a beat, but I made a song in like a little closet like this one, like the little slide closet.
yeah.
And then like their clothes was still in the closet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they opened up the clothes and we had the mic hanging from like a hanger. And I was just recording.
Bro,
That's hard.
They didn't have like a guitar. You ever play Guitar Hero?
I play Guitar Hero. Yeah.
That's that shit.
You know, like in Guitar Hero, you start like in the basement and then you go to like a little clubhouse show and then
Yeah.
eventually you're like in the stadium.
Yeah.
They don't have that for like rappers. Like you like rapping in the studio in the closet and then you go to like the first show and then you go to like a bigger show and then
Yeah, it's lit.
we could do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like one place. Now, you ever be making beats in front of people and then like, oh shit, and like it's annoying at the first, right?
At first, and then once it start coming together, they're like,
oh,
yo. Yeah.
Yo.
Start throwing a little hi-hat on there.
That
you know what I
happens
mean? A
all
little
the
kick.
time, bro. But you know what's funny that I already realized, like, at least with producers I work with, like I've been making music for so long that I don't even like interrupt that process at all.
Yeah.
When I first started, like at the beginning of the beat, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like that sounds
Yeah.
retarded.
And then they keep
like,
replaying that one part. They're trying to get right.
And it
Like,
sounds
yo.
weird as fuck because like they pick like a weird sound. Like I work with producers that be picking like weird sounds, and also like most of these guys, they know how to like tune sounds, so they add like plugins and stuff to alter the sound. So sometimes the sound they picked sounds weird, and then they end up like filtering it and like altering it, and it sounds better then.
You good? Are we still good? Is it recording still? Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Bro, it's like my phone was communicating with me.
It was low on battery, huh?
Yeah. Like, oh, Nick, I'm at 10%.
Hurry up, motherfucker.
How the fuck did I know to do that?
Nah, it's just funny.
Now, you know, one time I went to New York with my ex, right? And it's so funny because we were having an argument, so I wanted to annoy her. So I was like, she was in bed and shit watching TV, and I was making a beat. So I started like,
Yo,
I was making the stupidest
getting
beat
the
ever.
most fucking
But then,
absurd beat.
yeah, but then I started getting into it. I'm like, oh shit, oh, okay, all right. And then she was hating on me. I think that she actually did like it, but she was like, oh, that shit sounds like trash.
She didn't want to like it.
She said it was trash.
Yeah, because I was like,
Damn.
because she was like, oh, that's so annoying. That's such an annoying sound. Because it was like me just trying to find sounds and shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. Damn.
So funny, bro. We actually met off of producing, and then like now we're doing a podcast. It's weird. Not weird in a bad way. It's just funny, bro. Like
Now
you
we-
meet people through certain avenues, and you end up on a certain road, and you're like, "What the fuck? How did we end up here?"
I mean, I met him in the store.
Yeah, you feel me? Y'all met through it, but it's funny, bro.
we all gotta have a cook up session together.
That should be fire. I'll be down.
I'm with it.
Rob, do you still make beats though? I always ask you this every time we hang out.
Nah, I got producers that make beats.
But do you-
Fire.
But do you like making beats?
Well, I like writing. I stick to the writing now. I got producers that make tracks. So.
Oh, who have you written for? Because I remember you told me you've written for a lot of. Oh, you're not allowed to say, right?
No, I'm allowed to say. I mean, I got music with like, I got music. Y'all said Trapper's Delight. I got a song with Say Money that I did, that I wrote on. It had the baby featuring the baby on it, like a couple years back.
She got the baby on a song with her.
Yeah, she got the baby.
That's
on the
fire.
song.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I wrote on that song. And then in Spanish, I got a bunch of stuff. We have a song that had Mike Towers and Elaudio. So like, we got credits with people.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, Mike Towers go crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, how do you write for people? Like, how does that? Like you gotta sound like you gotta pretend like you're them.
You gotta like listen to them for a while.
I mean, you just gotta like. I mean, yeah, no.
Like Lil Yachty and the City Girls.
Yeah, you just reference the music. Like, you just record the music. And if it fits their style, like, once you have the song recorded, you could present it to an artist and be like, yo, I got this.
Do you ever approach it like trying to be like an artist, or you just make something that you feel like making and then you try to associate it with an artist?
I've made stuff sometimes like centered around an artist, but that was like early on. Then as I developed more and more, I just made the songs that I liked. Because the thing is, what people fail to realize is that when you're studying an artist and you're trying to make it specific for that artist, you're living in the past of that artist because you already heard EXO Tour Life. So you're trying to create something for Uzi that sounds like that. But he already did that. He's probably trying to find the next shit.
That's why he would hire you as a writer, because he wants to know the future of him.
You're trying to find the future.
And how do you feel about like giving away a record versus keeping it for yourself?
Yeah, no, now I don't give away songs. Like, it's hard for me to do
Like,
it.
if you like a song enough, you keep
I'm
that
like,
shit, huh?
fuck that.
And
Because I used to give away songs and then they get rich off of the song.
I feel like we're in the studio. Well, this is Big Boy in the morning with the Rob Dymez.
You don't got the answer, Sway. They get rich off that shit. So, like, I started releasing my own music, and I've made more money off of my brand and who I am and my music than I ever did giving it to the next man.
But look, how do you like let go of your ego, right? To say like, I'm gonna write for somebody else. I have two questions. So the first one is like, I'm gonna just ask that one. Like, you get rid of that ego, like I'm gonna write for someone else, and then you get rid of like, I'm gonna be that big artist, and it's like, it's more important. Like, when does it become more important to write for another artist?
I mean, it depends on the opportunity. You know, like, you got to use common sense. If you have an opportunity to write for Drake, why wouldn't you take that? You know, like, you're going to take that opportunity because it's going to probably elevate some part of your life.
But like, let's say not Drake, but like some random rapper, and he's like, yo, can you write this for me?
Nah, then you measure it and say if it don't make sense for your advancement, then you definitely not going to do it, you know?
But like, how do you advance if you can't tell anyone that you wrote it?
No, you can't tell people that you wrote it. Like, there's different deals. Like, there's people that will make you sign like maybe like a document that say, hey, we're not crediting you.
Like an NDA.
You know, like, we're not crediting you, but we're going to pay you a fee. And then there's people that get credited and you could tell anybody. Like, if you go to Spotify right now, you go to a song that has the baby, my name, and Say Money's name on there. And other people on there too.
Like, if they want you to do that shit, they give you
they'll give you the credit.
NDA, the non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
So you got to sign that shit, and that's when you can't speak about certain things that are going on.
Right.
But I think if they don't give you that contract, then you could talk.
You could talk about it freely.
Yeah, you could talk about it however much you want.
Do you guys feel like it matters that rap music isn't written by like the rappers?
Hell yeah. I think for sure, because like rap, I think like every other genre is cool. I feel like R&B, pop, you can have writers.
Yeah.
But rappers are supposed to be lyricists. Like,
yeah, rappers like a skill set. It's like fighting in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna have someone fight for you? It's like, no,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you're just, I don't know.
But at the end of the day, though, all the best rappers have other rappers with them in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
that push them.
Yeah, it's like a collaborative effort because like you came up with most of the rap, but your boy, instead of saying like I was in the Lambo, he might say, nah, it sound better if you say I was in a Beamer. You know what I mean? Like,
you're a hater.
No, but I'm
like
just saying.
Or sometimes you might be in the studio with someone better than you, bro.
Now that goes into what I was gonna ask. So
Yeah,
Rob,
facts. Sometimes you go to studio with somebody better than you.
And
now
they push you.
Now look, Rob, have you ever like rapped about something and you listen to your own music and then you're like, damn, that shit actually came true?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like plenty of times I manifested a bunch of raps.
Like what? Like what? Give me an example.
Like I said, I manifested a bunch of like I used to rap about like just like things that had to do with money or like designer shit or like taking trips. You know, before I took trips, like I rapped about like being in the tropics before I ever was in the tropics, you know, like, and that happened. And also like I rapped about just like the way I wanted to live, like the true self. Because like, for example, like when you work at a regular job, you probably can't be your true self. You know what I'm saying? Like I work jobs that I couldn't have, like neck tattoos. You know what I mean? Now I got neck tattoos. You know what I mean? Like I work jobs that I couldn't have my hair like this. You get what I'm saying? Like,
For real?
Yeah, like they would probably judge it. They would probably be like, yo, what's wrong with this nigga? You know, like, so I used to, now, like I rap back then about the person I am today. You know, like even back then, I was still rapping about this guy.
So, do you want to say something?
Nah, I
Too late.
I think
So
that's
I was gonna
stick to the script.
Yeah, you gonna
Stick
do
to
my
the
dog
script,
Gio
man.
like that, man?
Nah, I was kidding. I was just
Nah,
fucking
all I'll say, bro, is if you stick to the script, man, you have a vision for yourself. You could really make this shit happen. And everybody got the same 24 hours. The person that you might look up to had the same 24 hours you do. So go for it.
Nah, because we always have this discussion where, like, he showed me a video about Young Thug, where he's like, Young Thug, he said, like, oh, you know, I rapped about this. I gotta watch the words that I say because it come true, right? So you know, before I asked you, like, why do rappers need to be the ones that rap other people's lyrics? So it's like making sense to me now. It's like, okay, because if this person rapped it, they don't have enough like power to make it come true. So if this rapper said it, then they can make it come true. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe not that they can make it come true. Is like a lot of times these rappers, you know, there's better rappers than the guy who's famous sometimes, you know? So like the guy who's famous might be the face of it, but there's somebody behind that got just a stronger pen or ideas, just things that they bring to the table. So they're going to take those ideas and the person is just in the position.
But like what makes Drake different from some other singer? Like some guy, he's like, oh, I'm going to sing like Drake. Like what makes Drake different from this guy that sounds like Drake? Like Drizzy, like, you know what I'm talking about? Drizzy?
I think the main thing
but you know what I'm talking about,
Drake,
right?
It was that Lil Wayne fathered him in. That's the main difference.
But wait, you know what I'm talking?
That's a great point.
You guys, you know what I'm talking? The fake Drake. You know,
the fake Drake.
So what makes fake
He was
Drake?
in my DM. Fake Drake was in my DM.
No way, for real.
Yeah, he was trying to chill and like hang out and be friends.
You should have fought
funny,
him. He's trying to fight people.
I think he just liked the crib. I will post my crib a lot, and he'll be like, he'll see me with bitches, and he'll be like, damn nigga, like,
yo, what's
you got
the plan?
bitches, you got the crib, like, where you at?
Yeah,
you know. But like, I don't got nothing against him, but we never ended up like linking up or nothing.
I didn't mean to cut you out, Gio. I just want to know if you don't understood like I was talking about the fake Drake. You know?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Funny.
But like, what is the difference between like someone that's like a random singer that can sing and then Drake? You know?
Nah, bro. Like I was saying, I feel like he got fathered in by Lil Wayne. So there's no. You gotta understand, Lil Wayne was the biggest artist at the time. He had to pass his torch to somebody, and he gave it to Drake. So now Drake assumed the position. So it's like someone
Drake
could be
gave it to Ice Spice.
Yeah, no, imagine. Look, someone could be as talented. They can have the same pen as Drake. They could be on the same level as Drake. They could have whatever haircut and pull as many bitches as Drake. But just the connections that came with Lil Wayne, you can't compete with that.
Yeah, the knowledge,
like, exactly.
the competitiveness. Like you're one of the best rappers.
Is it because Lil Wayne kissed Birdman? Drake hasn't kissed.
Damn.
Drake hasn't kissed no guys yet, so I feel like that Drake's image is a little more cleaner.
Hey man, Drake probably has kissed some guys.
Oh wow, he's wilding. Nigga's wilding. He try to get Birdman to pull up on him like Charlemagne and be like,
"I'll treat ya.
Y'all done it. Y'all finished.
Y'all done it. Y'all finished. Keep running your mouth. I don't like that. That's what he gonna say.
Yo, what do you guys think about this gas shortage?
Man, fuck! I had to wait in like 20-minute line just to get here.
I feel like low key it was all cap. Like I feel like
I wish it was all cap.
No, this is why I think it was cap, because like the shortage only really happened because they announced that there was no gas coming, and then a bunch of people that never have their gas tank full decided to go fill their tank up. Like there has to be an old poppy at the crib that don't even drive his car. And heard that shit and said, yo, you better go fill up your tank. You better go. And he told his whole family, go fill up your tank.
Yeah.
And that's why that happened.
No, but now they have like no gas for real.
No, I know they had no gas because everybody went to get gas. Like right now, make an announcement on the news that we're running out of milk.
And there's not even, bro.
Like literally like, yo, we're not going to have milk in any grocery store next week.
In a real shortage, you see the gas prices go up like
exactly.
Crazy.
You're gonna
see
gas
prices are not even going up like crazy.
Like, why isn't the gas prices gone up?
Exactly.
Because there's still gas stations with gas. You can still pull up. Like,
so think about that. If you say right now in the news that there's not gonna be no milk next week, you think that people are not gonna run to the store right now and buy all the milk? They're gonna buy all the milk.
Remember they bought all the toilet paper? Like who the fuck needs that much toilet paper?
And
they
the
bought
eggs.
all of it.
It's ridiculous, bro. I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if I should I'm not gonna say that.
I think it's time to roll a blunt.
You guys want to end? Well, is it what? Because you gotta leave at like 2:00, right?
Yeah. Now, if I use the bathroom, I could go for like another 30, 40 minutes at least.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna talk about NBA YoungBoy next. Now, but this guy shit is crazy though. Like the fact, because I do, because I still do Instacart, so I have to be on the road. You feel me? So it's like to drive, and it's like fuck. I'm all, like I see everyone's stories, right? Everyone's like, "Am I the only one running on E this whole time? This whole grass?" And it's like, no, you're not, because I saw like 5 other girls be like, "Am I the only one?"
Nah, it be mainly females, bro. Cause my shit be on E, but I'm like, man, I can't identify.
I mean, I know a nigga that ran out of gas. One of my dogs.
Nah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, by mistake.
Looking for a
like,
gas station.
He was looking for a gas station.
Bro, it's looking
right before,
it's,
right before he was right about to go, man. His shit ran out of gas.
damn.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I was straight. I had like 50 miles left when I went to go.
Bro, you know what's the worst? Remember last year when it was like Joe Biden, like when you see like all the Joe Biden stickers, like I did that.
Oh, I did that. Yeah, and it's like $4.50 a gallon and shit.
Bro, when it was like $4 a gallon, that shit was not lasting, dog. Like,
Bro, that shit was wild. Man. I don't know how gas prices got so ridiculous.
Nah,
I
they're
remember
still bad, bro.
I remember when that shit was like $2 and some change.
now you know what got really ridiculous? Rob, how long you been living in Miami?
My whole life. I was born and raised here.
Have you guys noticed that there's way more traffic now than before?
Bruh, you know what it is? It literally is all the buildings, bro. Like, it's just like New York. So the reason why there's so much traffic is because when you build up, you're building like literally too many people in
Like
a
condensed living.
yeah, in a little area. So like every time you build so many like high rises, you're getting like 500, 1,000 extra people that weren't gonna be in that area.
And schools, they bring in all the kids.
No,
and
for
shit,
sure.
You feel me? And
But if you
creates a lot
notice,
of
like
traffic.
New York, like Manhattan, like Brickell, like anywhere you build up, Chicago, anywhere like in places like that, traffic is terrible because it's too many people in one building.
Yo, if you lived in Brickell, would you sell your car?
Probably. If I lived in Brickell, I wouldn't have a car. Bro.
Bruh, there's so much things to do
reason
outside
have
of
a car.
Brickell.
Like you right there. Nah, you right there.
No, but you need a car though.
No, you need a car, but you probably don't. You probably won't drive as much though.
But I mean, you're just gonna drive, right?
But
Like if you got shawty in like Fort Lauderdale, what are you gonna do? Like Uber?
yeah,
It's
probably
crazy.
Uber
That
her.
shit's expensive, bro.
Uber her.
You guys give me like $50, bro.
Uber her, man. I'm Uber her.
Not because I have friends that live in Brickell and shit. Like, oh, I don't have a car. I'm like, how do you not? Like, you live in Brickell.
No,
like, this
probably
is
her
still
setup.
Miami.
Probably her setup is like all nearby. She probably go to the grocery store right there. She probably go to like to wherever.
I mean, my grocery store is down the street too, but nigga, I have a car.
Nah. You should have a car. You should definitely have a car. But I'm just saying, like sometimes you may not need one because your setup is. Brickell's one of those places that you could live in without a car.
Yeah,
Here
get
you
around
gotta
with a
go. You
scooter
gotta
and
drive
shit.
to the grocery store, but
Yeah.
like in Brickell is downstairs. Like in Brickell, the gym is downstairs. In Brickell, the nail salon,
You can walk everywhere.
barbershop's
literally.
downstairs. Everything's right there.
Hey, you mind if I use your bathroom? Bro?
No, it's right there, bro.
Yeah, because like, what's like a place that you would live in? Like, what's your favorite place in Miami that you like? You like? Yeah, I'm not gonna say where you live at.
I mean, where probably like if I could live anywhere, probably like Coral Gables. I lived in Coral Gables before. I love Coral Gables, and then also
Wait, which side? By the water side or by the airport side?
nah, not by the airport, like by the water.
That's like the hood side, right?
Yeah, you could be by the water or by like Coral Way, Burr Road. Like that's like nice areas, like West Miami type shit. But also like Palmetto Bay, like over here, like closer south, like by Old Cutler and shit. They got big ass cribs that look lit. And
Yo, you feel like you live here by yourself?
I live here with a couple people, part of my team.
All right, so I was gonna ask you about that. Like, how is it like living in a crib by yourself versus like living with all your homeboys, like your team?
It's different because there's no privacy. Like there's less privacy with your team for sure, and they're viewing you even off the clock. So it's kind of like strange because when you live by yourself, you're pulling up to the studio and you seeing your dog at the studio. But when you live with your team, like they seeing everything. So like even if you don't want them to see something, like they're probably gonna see it. Like in a sense of like
distractions.
Yeah, in a sense of like one day you decide to invite 3 bitches, like, and you just wanted to keep it low, you can't because they're walking in through the door, and now part of your team is like, yo, this nigga just invited 3 bitches.
Wait, you staying here?
No, this is just a studio.
Oh,
yeah, this is just to record music. Yeah,
I like how this is like the first place that you can come into, like, and the rest of the house is like in the back.
Yeah, correct. So you can't even get to the house. Like,
yeah, it's like secluded. It's like. Like you don't, there's no need for you to like be in like where you like actually like reside in, you know?
Correct. It's lit. That's why I loved it. That's why I picked this house, because I saw the setup and I was like, yo, people could just come straight to the studio and they're not gonna be in the crib. Oh, that's lit.
Do you guys ever see those TikToks where it's like they're like, oh, every like 2 months we rent an Airbnb and invite like 40 niggas to come up and just make music?
Oh,
and all the comments be like, yo, that house must be smell musty as fuck.
That's funny. Nah, but they do shit like that. Those I've been to things like that because that's like a writing camp. But
yeah, they're
not really inviting like 40 niggas, but they, you get like a big ass crib and then they set up studios in every room.
But is it like productive though? Like, do you get work done?
Yeah, you get work done. I mean, it just depends on your crowd. Once again, it depends on your circle. My circle is like full of professionals, so we would get an Airbnb. Everybody's coming to work. Nobody's coming to play.
But if you just say, all right, let's say that you did like, oh, I want to set one up, right? So you get your Airbnb. I'm sorry, bro.
What? Your Air what?
Airbnb.
I didn't remember that.
2020.
Your Air.
Yeah, I think I had too many beers. 3 is too much.
Damn.
You get your Airbnb, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna invite like whoever wants to pull up, pulls up. The thing is, bro, like I would be afraid like someone's gonna like try to rob me or some shit, cause
Damn. No, but that's why you could only invite the people to the Airbnb that you know.
No, but it's
one and two, like take the things only you need to take.
No, but you invite any like creative, because the thing is like it's like it would be a beautiful story where it's like the Lex Kendrick Lamar just kind of comes out of just like, oh yeah, I was just chilling in a house and it's like 40 of us and like all making music and shit. But then you got the other side of it where it's like, damn, bro, them niggas robbed me.
I mean, that does happen, bro. But I mean, it's all part of the process, dog. Everybody's story is different. You might get robbed, you might not. You feel me? You might. Everybody's shit's different, bro. Everybody's story is different. Everybody has something different that affects their story, but I think as long as if you take what you need to whatever session, you should be good, bro. As long as you keep your eyes on your laptop and your eyes on your equipment, whatever it is you got, you feel me?
I mean, you gotta sleep. If it's like a overnight retreat, you feel me? You gotta sleep sometimes.
Yeah, keep your bag next to you, bro. You feel me? If you're that way about,
I mean, you already had what type of crowd you got with you?
Yeah, come on now.
Nah, I mean, if you look at the videos, I mean, it's like it was like a bunch of hood niggas. So it's like
then we not
at a certain level, you have to be very protective. But you gotta look at it like neighborhoods. People leave their doors unlocked in certain neighborhoods. Why? Because they're comfortable with the level of people that they're around. They're not used to that type of shit. It's the same
I have
thing
a
with
serious
people.
question though. Do either of you know how to roll?
Hell yeah.
All right, that's it. We're bringing the gas.
I used to roll so horribly.
Gotta bring the gas.
I would be famous for how bad I would roll weed.
Famous for having bro. 420, we gotta get right, bro.
Oh, should I smoke for 420?
You should. You should.
Hell no.
He said I can't drive like
that. You guys can blow. No homo. You guys can blow the smoke in my face.
Yo, you hear this guy right here? He's trying to fucking shotgun like we're in Vietnam in the 70s.
Yo, you know what that's fun? It's funny. That was like my Oh, you didn't get it? That was like my thing, right? When it came to getting girl, like when we were talking about earlier, how like with girls, you got to smoke weed with them, right? My thing was always like, oh, have you ever shotgunned before? And they're like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, oh, I'll show you. And then it's like I take the weed and then I kiss them.
It was funny, bro. That's like kind of how I got my ex. Like I shotgunned with her, and then it was like that's like the way to they feel me. I was like the first kiss, pretty much at that point. No, but I think I fucked before that.
That's so stupid. Right?
I know, but it works, bro. It's so stupid, right? That fucking shotgun. You want me to blow the smoke to you? It's like, nah, I'd rather just hit the joint. But people don't think like that.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I did that to my homeboys. I don't know if he's still dating her, but I did that to my homeboys like girlfriend or friend. And it's so funny because she was like, I'm not gonna kiss. She said, you know what she said to me, bro? She's like, I'm allergic to boys. She was like, if I kiss boys, I get a big rash. And she wasn't lying.
She
bro.
got cooties. She was just racist,
God.
bro. It's okay.
No, but there are some other like it would always work. It always works. Kids, if you're watching, smoke weed and shot.
Yeah, it does work if you want, lady. All right, I have a joke for you.
What?
You should change Torius to Gur.
I got on the first try, bro.
I like that. I like that out of you.
Nah, you know what's funny? Because I was like thinking about like what my new name should be.
There you go. You got it.
Oh, yo, you know what's funny, bro? One day there was this girl I was talking like this
Mr.
girl.
Gur.
There's this girl I was talking to at the tattoo shop, right? And it's so funny because she was like super like racist towards white people. She's like, I hate white people. I hate white people, right? It's like one of those. And it's so funny because she's like, I don't even say the N word. I've never said the N word in my life. And I said, oh, you know what my last name is? She's like, what? I was like, Gur. And she's like, Nick Gur. And she was like, oh my God, I said the N word. And I saw her whole entire life like fall apart.
That's funny as fuck. She was like, I said it.
Exactly, bro.
Nah, that's funny, bro. It's so crazy how like a word is so important to some people. I mean, I don't even want to get into it, bro.
Yo, you know
It's
what's
too
funny,
political.
bro? We should talk about this off the podcast.
Yeah, off the pod. But yeah,
But I feel like
words
white
carry
people
more
don't
weight.
say it for a reason. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like they're not allowed to. It's like they're like, they know better.
Well, it's not even that. I feel like there's a certain amount of discomfort that comes when certain people say it. I think someone that's not in the culture, around the culture, and they say it, you could instantly tell. So I think some people, they don't like that I say it. You feel me?
Remember, I was
It's like I grew up down
Remember the-
south, bro. Like, you feel me? It is what it is. I don't know.
remember the first episode I had you on?
Yeah, the
with
first
Gio?
episode, the man put me on. He's like, so how do you feel
I was like, Gio, I don't want.
saying the N word?
Bro, it's so funny. Every time I say, I don't mean to throw you under the bus, or like, I don't mean to put the spotlight on you, and I'm literally doing it.
Yeah, nah, but I don't care, bro. Look, Nick, you my nigga, man. I appreciate you, bro. You
Oh.
feel me? He don't even know a button to press, so I'm gonna do it for him. Don DeMarco.
No, that was the right one. You might,
You my yo,
because your skin is too white
Nick,
to
you
see.
my. That's the episode when they curse, right?
Yeah, that was for shout out to Sophie
So
and
shout out
only Sophie.
only Zoe for getting us that sound on there.
Yo, isn't it funny how like the journey of this like podcast is like unfolding?
You guys are seeing it live. Yo, it's kind of crazy, bro. I be tripping out about this shit. I've been kind of like, I don't want to say depressed, but I've been in like a rut the last couple of days. And then coming to the podcast, this shit brings me out of my, like, the way I be feeling sometimes.
Is it because of the alcohol and drugs?
And, it could be. Nah, but honestly, bro, it's just the conversation. Like, even going to work sometimes, I'll be like, damn, I don't want to go to work. And then I go, and then just a conversation I have with my coworkers and shit. They're like my friends, you feel me? So I enjoy that aspect of it. And then I go home feeling a little bit more fulfilled, just based off the fact that I had some interactions. But I'm a lonely person, bro. I be going through shit. So when I do this podcast, it feels good.
What about when you're
Interact and
streaming?
talk shit.
Like, you feel like streaming is gonna fill
Streaming-
up that hole?
Oh, for sure. Because the streaming is one of those things where, like, I already have that personality with my friends and my family and shit. It's just going to give me an opportunity to do it by myself.
This is a Gianni interview too.
Yeah. I'll take it. Nah, but shout out to Rob, man. This shit, I fuck with the studio. This shit is hard. I like all the lighting and stuff. The speakers. That's what I'm trying to do in my apartment, bro. I want to get me a little setup.
You have
right
space
now.
for that?
When I do my computer setup, if I could fuse my computer setup with my studio setup, yeah.
We need to get like the 55th floor, right? And the 50, you know where that is?
Fresh and fit.
No, that's where X
Oh.
shot that's where he recorded Look at Me.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm at Ski Mask.
That's
And-
fire.
And I gave him cigarettes.
He took them.
Yeah, you know what's funny, bro? The first time I met Ski Mask, well, not the first time, but the first time I like talked to him, right? Because I met him a bunch of times. But the first time I talked to him, I was with my boy, right? And Ski Mask was like, "Yo, does anyone have a cigarette?" And I went to my boy. I was like, "Yo, give him a cigarette." And then he was like, "Nah, man, it's my last cigarette." Like, and he's like, "Why should I give him a cigarette?" And I'm like, "Bro, do you know who the fuck that is?"
That is, bro. You're tripping.
He didn't know who he was. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, give him a cigarette." And he's like, "Oh, thank you, bro." And Ski Mask gave me his number because of that. I'm like, "Oh shit,
Yo, that's crazy. That's fire."
And then it's funny because bro tells the story like he's like, "Oh, nigga, he made me get his last cigarette." I'm like, "Bro, you give it to Ski Mask? That's God, bro."
Nah, that's funny as fuck. Nah, Ski Mask is cool. I remember one day I got invited to a concert by my homegirl, Star. She was like, "Yo, come through," and I
Shout out
remember
Star.
I missed it, and fucking the day after, she posted a picture with Ski Mask. And she was with him and shit. And he ended up following her. I was like, bro, I was so jealous. And then she was also on stage with Ugly God. And I remember I was like, fuck.
Or is that Club Heart?
I think it might. It was one of the when all them warehouse concerts and shit were going on.
Nah, because I remember that show because I was there and I gave Ski. It's funny because
it probably was that show. It probably was that same weekend.
Because that's when Ski Mask was available and you could just hit him up like on the DM like, yo, Ski Mask, what's up? And he's like, yo, what's up, man?
Hey,
yo. But it's funny because you know, like I gave Ski Mask a painting, right? It was like I think it was a Mudkip or a Squirtle, and I was like, yo, can you give this to Ugly God? And so I didn't give a fuck about Ski Mask. Yeah. I just wanted him to give it to because that's when Ugly God was bigger than him. Is that all weed or just
drugs have arrived?
Damn, bro. Should I take a hit for the cat for the Hitler's birthday?
Yo, come on now, brother.
We should have other guy. No. Like,
we're gonna get canceled after today, bro.
All right.
You said all right.
Good thing it's an hour and 46 minutes.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Doesn't it feel like time flies when we're doing the podcast?
Yeah, I didn't know it was an hour. Well, I knew it was an hour, but it doesn't like feel like an hour, you know?
Yeah. I get you, bro.
You know, I had actually written topics. I was like more waiting for like for Rob to come back before we talked about it. But I think that's so funny because it's like when I'm actually like, damn, I'm like going through our texts in my head, like it's so funny. It's like I see that our text messages. I'm like, what should I bring up to Gio that I need to tell him?
Yeah, like you sent me a lot of TikToks, bro. And I'm sorry, this week I just been like out of my. I've been trying to clear my head out. You feel me? So
see, that doesn't work when we're trying to do a podcast consistently
I know.
every week.
But look,
bro.
I pulled up.
You did.
Listen, tell me that
with a lot of stress on my part.
Oh yeah, I apologize. But since we started this whole thing, bro, like. No, you obviously had the podcast going before me, but when me and you started doing the podcast, tell me I haven't been consistent. Like every week, you feel me? I've been doing. I think we missed one a week.
I feel like we're having a meeting right now. Right? I'm like, should we have a meeting?
But look, we've done like almost 10. This is probably even like my 10th podcast, or getting close to it at least.
Yeah, but I need to know because I need.
We
to
do it every single week. I've only missed 1 week
because
that was your birthday week. I think it was, or the week after it, or some shit like that.
I think so. I don't know. No, we did it on my birthday, I think. Yeah.
Or the day, the day after your birthday. Because the day of your birthday.
It's just because like I'm like, cause it's so funny because the other day when you text me back finally, I was like drawing, right? I was in bed thinking how angry I was at you. It's so funny because I was mad. I was like, man, fucking Gio, bro. He's not. He like I was like, yeah, you told me. I'm like, bro, you like, because obviously, like, I can't blame you because it's like you're living your life.
I worked my Friday night and then Sunday night I worked. So those 2 days, you feel me? I never really like answer people and shit. But
it's Monday like, bro, we're Wednesday, doing this. But it's like we're doing. We're doing this thing, bro. It's like it's. I mean, to me, bro, it's like this is my entire life, right? Yeah. Like my whole life, like I'm always studying podcasts. I'm always studying, like, how can I make this bigger? How can I make, you know, like.
Listen, and I'll be 100% honest with you, bro. The vision isn't in my face right now as much as it's in your face, and I need to like start to focus. I know now
you've been on 10 episodes. Like you've been on more episodes than anyone else.
Yeah, I've been on a bunch, but like even then, I feel like, bro, you don't know how far. Like I really want to take it somewhere. So when I see this, it's like it's cool. We're having cool guests on. You feel me? We're doing cool stuff. We've already had some pretty successful podcasts. Like the numbers are gonna start going up right now.
But it's like a journey, bro. It's like just like the mountain. Like how like I said, like how we talked about like going up the mountain. It's like right now we're going up the mountain and like we're not. It's like we're on the Wizard of Oz, bro. It's like we meet the lion, we meet the scarecrow, we meet the Tin Man. You know, and it's like
the journey.
Yeah, bro. It's like we're getting to the fucking wizard, the wizard, bro.
The wizard.
We just got to keep going through the golden yellow brick road, and it's like that's how, bro. One time I smoked with my boy, and he put me on right. He's like, every trail that you go on is a mini trip, because when you walk on a trail, right, it's like so many amazing things could happen. Like, especially when you're just in the audiobooks, bro. That shit's crazy. Because, like, you walk on the trail, and it's like, yeah, it's boring at first because all you're doing is walking. But then all of a sudden you see...
anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know, when you're at home, that's why people go to the club every Saturday. Because they're scared that if they spend their Saturday or their Friday night at home, that their window of opportunity for anything special or magical to happen is none. But that's where nature comes in. It's like you could kind of fulfill that with a club or whatever. But if you go to nature, bro, literally anything can happen. Like you could have the craziest thought process. You could think of anything when you're out there. I think people are scared of the idea of having like a boring Friday or a boring Saturday. So they go out and make sure that something has the chances. Some people go out thinking like, oh, even if I get into a fight tonight, I don't care. At least something happened. But it's like, that's not a good mentality, bro. You need to start thinking of how to have the best reality, how to have the funnest, how to get the most out of this shit. And I think going on like nature walks and shit, bro, sounds hippie as fuck, but I'm all for it. I think you get some great ideas while you're out there and you experience some cool shit. Yes,
Nah, you gotta get going. I just wanted to.
Nah, that was really it, bro. I think connecting. I sound like a fucking hippie, so I don't like to talk about it too much. But I think connecting, with nature and your higher self, and being in tune with God and things like that, that'll bring you up to the level that you need to be at.
It's just like this one, right? It's just like how, like, remember how this is moving, right? This is, oh my goodness, that's crazy. It's like the information just comes to me. I just receive it, you know. But it's like, yeah, bro. It's like I love walking because, yo, you know what I don't like about the Joe Rogan podcast?
Don't diss my boy Joe. Don't diss my boy Joe.
That's my boy too, bro.
Don't diss my boy. No, I'm playing. What you gotta say about Joe? I want to hear your critique.
Nah, cause he'll be talking to someone like what really, like, one interview that really disappointed me was he interviewed James Hetfield, right? You know who that is? Mm-mm. He's the lead singer of Metallica. Oh, okay. It's my favorite band. This is my favorite music in the world, right? That's one.
Yeah, that's one.
See, I know everything about Metallica. So, Joe Rogan interviews James Hetfield, and he asked him about bees, like beekeeping. And I was like, bruh, like, you're talking to James Hetfield about fucking bees, bro. That shit got me so hot, dog, because I'm just hot, dog.
Hot dog. You need to catch up.
But that shit got me so hot, bro. Cause I'm like, bro, you're talking to James Hetfield, and you're talking about this thing about bees and about boars and shit. It's like, yeah, I understand you're Joe Rogan, but this is James Hetfield, bro. This, you know how many demons I've drawn of him, bro? Cause like whenever you like, I wrote a whole like comic called Demonology, right? And it's so funny because I be drawing demons all the time, inspired by this nigga's music, and this nigga's talking to him about bees.
Beekeeping, nigga, really?
Yeah, bro, I want to know about this nigga's childhood, bro. Like, who the fuck beat him and shoved him in a corner, bro, all his life? Like, this nigga sounds like he had no freedom all his life.
That's the thing about Joe shit, too. You got to always check if there's another podcast, because usually the first podcast gets all the basic shit out the way. And then the second one, that's when all the fun stories come out. So, like, the first one, that's when the whole life story shit is. You feel me?
How do you feel about Joe Rogan's podcast is when, like, during the coronavirus incident?
Man, they were some of the best. He got some of his best guests on and I loved it because it was the only thing that was going on during COVID. Like he had all the testing and shit going on. Everybody else was scared to work with people to put things out, and Joe was like the only one. Like, all right, let's keep doing the podcast as long as we're all tested, as long as we're all good, we're good to go. I actually saw Joe while he had COVID. He was performing in Florida.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah, real life. He performed in Florida and he caught it in Florida. So I was watching him in Florida, and then it came out like 3 days later that he had COVID during that set. And I was like,
ivermectin wasn't working.
Ivermectin wasn't working, bro. But it's funny. I'm thinking about it now. That's so crazy to think that like I was there during the beginning of the controversy, because I literally saw him with COVID. And then like 3 weeks later, he was the biggest fucking topic on CNN talking about ivermectin and shit. Yeah. And that was literally, he was sick that time that I saw him.
How much longer can you go? Because Rob is still outside.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's almost 2 hours in. I can go like another 20, 30.
Because I want to get another beer, but I want to see how well I can drive after another beer. Because I'm not going to smoke. That looks so beautiful.
this this nice green goddess.
Nah, and a fucking blunt too, bro. Oh, that's a grab a leaf.
Yeah, that's a grab.
Bro, I used to. My favorite thing about smoking was always rolling up, bro. Kind of just like licking it.
All right, buddy.
No.
Nah, I love the process of smoking. Just rolling up, being with people, smoking with people. Man, this is 420.
Damn. 420 blaze it.
420 blaze it, brother.
Bro, it's so funny. Like I look through my old past like Instagram stories and they're always like me smoking. It's like me in the car smoking.
How do you feel about that now looking at it? You feel like you're past that?
You're a little far from the mic, buddy.
Do you feel like you're past that part of your life?
I don't know, bro. For some reason, alcohol is like physically addicting, right? So it's like I need to drink alcohol, but it's like because the thing is, bro, I'm afraid of becoming schizophrenic. So it's like I feel like, oh, if I smoke weed, I'll become schizophrenic. But if I drink alcohol, I'll be perfectly healthy.
Are there studies on being prone to schizophrenia on alcohol?
I don't know, but I mean that shit's not good for you.
Well, I'm sure
For
it's
your
not, but I
mind.
know that weed actually could affect you. Like they said, if you smoke weed before your brain's fully developed, it gives you like a 4% chance higher of getting schizophrenia than someone who doesn't smoke weed. So it could literally boost your chances of getting schizophrenia during the development of your brain.
Bro,
But
I've smoked weed that made me forget who I was. Like the last time I smoked, I forgot who I was like, Nick, don't forget your Nick. Don't forget your Nick. Don't forget your Nick. And then I'm like, who the fuck am I?
I lost it.
Bro, that shit's so insane, dog. Like, I wish not. Yeah, I wish you could see the Cirque du Soleil of my brain.
Nah. You and Kanye. I question what goes on in their head.
Kanye is fake. Yeah, this nigga taking a long time, bro. What's he doing?
My boy, I don't know what he's doing.
Bro, the last time, like, bro, it's so crazy the perspectives that I see when I'm like smoking, right? Like, cause the last time I smoked, it's like I got taken out of my body, and it's like I was in the air, like the drug. Remember the drug monster?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The video you showed me.
Mhm.
Yeah, the little ghost looking shit, and then he turned into a dragon.
Yeah, bro. That's how I felt like it was. It was so crazy.
Nah, it's funny because now when I be seeing like art, like weird art and shit that has like metaphors to it, I be thinking about your art.
For real?
Yeah. Because it has like, I don't know, it reminds me of your shit, bro. It's like a real idea in real life, but you make it into like an animation. It's pretty cool.
You know what's funny? Like I wanted you to do this, right? Is that like the whole grab a leaf on the floor? I'm like, you just throw this thing.
Did not realize that.
It's so funny. It looks like those fucking brown paper bags, or like brown napkins.
Yeah, it does. Damn, I don't even know what the pack is now.
It looks like the brown napkins that they put in summer camp bathrooms.
This is like a wet brown paper towel from the fucking hard paper towel they had at school. Damn,
Bro,
I need that grabber pack.
What was your favorite thing to smoke? Blunts, papers, bongs, or like, you know what I mean?
All right, my favorite thing to smoke is a spiff. So what that is like a raw paper. You could use any paper, but I use a raw paper, the hemp. And I put a little bit of this in it, a little bit of tobacco, like a little bit of grabber, and then I'll put the weed, and then I'll roll it up. So it will be like a lot less tobacco than this, but just enough to get you the right amount of high, and then I'll smoke that with some good weed, and I'll be like feeling great.
You ever smoke like
a mix of it?
You ever smoke like those King Palms?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Oh, you don't like that?
Nah.
Bro, I love those because you just put the weed in it and you don't gotta roll it or
but
nothing.
I love the process of rolling for one. Two, papers, I roll like perfect. These shits I can roll pretty good. You feel me? It's not even finished.
But that makes you addicted to nicotine though. That makes
right here.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
It is what it is. Nah, man, I love blunts, bro. As much as I shouldn't. It's a Florida thing, though, bro. I feel like people in Florida love blunts. People in Chicago, people in Cali, people in Florida love blunts. Some places, they like papers. I think Cali's a big paper place, too. Cali's a big weed place in general.
How do you feel about bongs?
I love them, but last time I had one was a while ago. I broke the last one I got. I bought one off the internet for like $20. And it had some glow in the dark shit. It was like blue and glow in the dark. It was a super cool piece. I miss it to this day, but that shit's broke. And then another piece I had was like $100 bong that my brother had gave me. My mom had broke it.
Why?
And by accident. I was leaving to work, right? And then I had forgot something inside. So I'm getting in my car and shit. I'm like, oh shit, let me go back in. And I go back in and I hear poof. Mom's like, oh my God, I broke Gianni's bong. Like telling her boyfriend. And then I'm walking in and I hear that. And I just look at her. She looks at me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I broke your bong. I'm like, Mom, you're good. I know it was an accident. She's like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll buy you a new one. I'm like, nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, she broke that shit, bro.
Bro, the worst thing my mom ever did when it came to weed was like, I went to my plug. Bro, going to the plug's house was so fun. That was like the highlight of my day. I'm like, yo, I just got weed. Hey.
Just got, nah, that's a great feeling though. Hey. Yo.
Yo, who's your favorite plug?
Oh man.
It was like Drewski skit.
Who is your favorite plug?
Nah, I'll just fuck with you. But one time I went to my boy's my plug, right? And then he's like, oh, what are you trying to get? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna hook you up. So he gave me so much weed. This was before the shake, right? He actually gave me like a good amount of weed. And I was like, all right, bet. And like I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna come home from work and I'm gonna smoke that shit. And I come home and I put it in my like hiding spot. And I come home and I look and that shit's gone, bro.
You smoked the whole thing?
No, my mom threw it away.
Oh, your mom threw it away.
And he gave me so much weed, bro. I was like, bro, I'm so
that's sad, dog.
and it wasn't even shake, dog. And I was like, fuck. And
that sucks.
and my mom's she's so proud of it. She's like, yeah, I threw it away. I'm like, that's like of all the times to throw away my weed, why you throw it when the nigga hooked it up?
Yeah, like when he came through for real. Now I remember one time, bro, I bought like a 7 of weed, but I was in like 7th grade. And I don't think my mom had ever seen that much weed before.
A 7?
Yeah, 7. It's like 7 grams. It's a quarter.
Oh, I don't know.
A quarter of an ounce.
How many beers is that? Like in beer measurements?
It's like a half a beer of weed.
You can get me another beer.
It's not too much, but it's enough, And I remember I had it like on my bed set, and my mom walked in. And I'm like, oh shit. And she seen it, and she started freaking out. Because she had caught me smoking. Like, I had got caught smoking before. And I had smoked before and shit. Like, she had already knew, but she never seen that much weed. She thought a 7 was a lot. And I remember looking at her like, Mom, I'm good. Like, I'm not doing it. She's like, no, that's a lot of weed, yeah. You're going to get in trouble. I don't trust it. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to get it. Like, it looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. And then fast forward, 5 years later, weed gets legalized under 20 grams. You could have, and they only give you a $100 fine. So I've been fined before for having weed on me.
Did you pay for the fine?
Yeah, I paid for it. I was late. I got scared. I thought they were going to go to jail because they told me if I didn't pay for the fine, it was going to turn into a charge of fucking possession and whatever the fuck. So I was like, all right, fuck that. But I ended up paying like a week late, and I didn't get no fees or nothing. They accepted my payment, and it was what it was. And I don't even know if that type of shit shows up. Like, if I get pulled over now, if they run my tag now, I don't know if that pulls up or not.
Bro, I did community service for weed.
That's crazy.
I had to do 16 hours.
You know, it's really crazy. There's people doing 10 years, 15 years for a dime bag.
Aren't you so glad that you're born the year that you were born?
Yeah, because I would have been like one of them motherfuckers, bro. Imagine getting caught with a dime in your pocket and you get sentenced to 10 years in jail. Like, that is insane. Like, this shit is so harmless, bro.
No, it's not.
So
That's
harmless.
not true. That shit made me crazy.
That shit made me
Y'all be
crazy.
like,
so harmless to some people. But
this is more harm. Look at that. How many beers is this?
Alcohol is more harmful. I feel like people caught more bodies. People have been more violent. People have associated more anger with
I caught more bodies with weed than alcohol.
Nah, he's admitting bodies live on a podcast. Fuck. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. They're live right now. And
Still?
Yeah, I think it's funny, bro, because I was coming here and I was like, damn, they're live at the same time we're live. It's a sign that.
Yeah, you saw Salvi ran into Myron.
Oh yeah, I see that. As funny because when I went to go like the picture, I went to go send it to you, and I'm like, liked by Nick Torius. I'm like, oh, I don't gotta send it to you. You saw it already.
I think that's so funny, bro.
Yeah. Nah, and then he's talking about some episode in 3 hours or some shit like that. And then I went to go check and they weren't live. I was like, oh.
How do you feel about them not having dudes on their show?
Ooh, Myron and Fresh.
We should just like cut this part and just make it the second episode. Since,
second episode.
Since he's not on here.
We're talking long enough. Man, I think they do have guests on there, but they're usually guests like
high value men.
High value, yeah, people that would be considered high value. They make above 6 figures. They got, business going on for themselves. They got clout. They got whatever the case is. So they bring dudes on. They just got they're dudes with value. So I guess it helps improve their point. But what are you asking? Why they don't get regular dudes on there?
Yeah, like dudes ain't got shit going on.
Because they will destroy them. They don't need like guys to prove their point. They could just get girls on and have the girls talk about the regular guys. They don't need to shit on the guys in person. You know what I'm saying? They could, and that might even be a good idea for a few episodes. But they probably, and who knows? They probably did in the past, and they probably didn't work out. They thought it would, or maybe guys are being simps, and they would agree with.
I seen like some guys wanted to like fight them and shit during the pod.
Yeah, you seen that one dude at the door, like, "Come outside, Myron.
Yeah,
I know you a bitch."
Yo, this guy I watch, his name is John Anthony Lifestyle. He's one I tell you, he's like talking about, every single episode, he's always like, my body count, my leg count as of this time is like 1,654.
Nah, every time they get new girls, and they be like, "I've already talked to how many women?" And they be like 1,356. They be like, "We've talked to this many."
Yo,
women.
let me ask you, Gio. So it's 2:22.
In the morning right now. Damn, I didn't even realize the time.
Oh, you gotta go, right?
Nah, straight. I can vibe, bro. I'm waiting on bro to get back so you can spark this.
You're taking a long time, bro. Hey, Rob, in the future, Rob, you're taking a long time.
Rob, we need you back, brother.
Yeah, bro. Come on. But fuck. Now I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Man, what were we just talking about?
This always happens. It's like up in the air. And it's like, fuck. It's like, oh, you missed it, Nick. Now it's gonna go to somebody else. I'm like,
and I know what we were just talking about too. I completely forgot.
I forget. You want to end it?
I mean,
you want to see my notes? Yeah, my most personal.
Let's look at your notes while we wait a bit.
Oh, you can't be looking at this.
Oh, my bad.
Guys, my journal.
He's breaking the codes right here.
I just realized my to-do list was like super open.
To-do list, and then it's just a bunch of girls' names.
Damn, bro. I was gonna ask such an important question, bro. Damn, there's so many things I forget, bro. I be forgetting. I don't know. I feel like we should end it.
True. Now we can do the.
You can't be looking at my notes, bro.
Not bad, bro. This
you ever seen a personal? You ever looked through a girl's notes?
Have I? I don't think I have. I think like maybe my ex, but even then it was like there wasn't too much going on in there. So I don't know. But have you? You looked at the girl's notes?
Yeah, she's like, stop.
Stop. That's my personal life. That's my stuff.
Yo, do you ever feel like you should like not show? The thing is with you, Gio, is that I always feel like we can go real deep in like topics. So it's like I don't want to go that deep on camera. That's what it is.
Nah, I get you, bro. It's good that we have a limit because I feel like some people just don't get the conversation past a certain.
I feel like that's why I bring other people on with us because like I want to talk to you.
Keep it like down to earth. I feel you.
Yeah, because we can go like remember I sent you. I was like, oh look, the book about the astral.
Like I'm gonna listen to this on the way there, and I was like, yeah. But anybody else would have been like, all right, this guy's crazy, dog. Nah, but like I said, I give you respect for it, bro. You think outside the box. You're always thinking. See, I think where me and you differ sometimes. I feel like you try to have too much control of certain things, and then versus me, I try to let go too much, which could be harmful as well. But I think that's one of the reasons why we click, because we're like polar opposites in that sense. it's like the control and the letting go at the same time. Pretty cool.
And thanks for tuning in, folks. That's our show.
Before we get too deep.
Nah, just kidding. I don't know. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? Like any topics?
They banned Kai Cenat.
Oh!
There we go. Yeah, they banned Kai Cenat from Twitch, man. And it's fucking.
Why would they do that?
So I think the reason they gave was for like sexual acts on GTA.
Bro, I saw it was because of shoes. It was like because of some shoes or some shit.
Shoes or some shit. But that has to be capped, bro. Because Kai got some shoes from Twitch, and there were some purple fucking some bullshits. I ain't gonna lie, them shits were trash. And then Kick sent him some shoes. There were some off-white ones, the all-green joints. You feel me? They gave him some special ones.
I heard that's why like Aiden and Gideon and Kai were getting kicked off Twitch was because they're promoting Kick, right?
No, well, Aiden had a different path with everybody because he had connections with Stake, which is the gambling website, and he had a deal with Stake, and he had a deal with Eddie, which is one of the owners of Stake. Eddie decided since Twitch banned gambling, he was going to make him and a group of other people decided they were going to make their own streaming service. So that's where Kick came in. Rumble was before. Rumble was like 2-3 years ago. There's a few people on Rumble now. You got Sneeko on Rumble. You got Gideon on Rumble. You got Steve Will Do It on Rumble. Some of the main people that have been banned on Twitch or even on YouTube, they're on Rumble now. So the main two competitions to Twitch.com or Twitch.tv is Rumble and Kick. The reason why Kick is doing so well right now is because Aiden Ross got banned from Kick, left it, and then he started getting Kick a bunch of deals. And then you got Trainwrecks, which is one of the biggest gambling streamers. He signed a deal with Kick. So you got the biggest just chatting streamer on Kick, which is Aiden Ross, and you got the biggest gambling streamer on Twitch. I mean on Kick, which is Trainwrecks. So they're running a monopoly right now, and they're trying to sign some of the biggest people, and they're trying to get people some of the biggest deals. Because the thing with Twitch right now is they're only giving 50-50 deals. They give you a 70-30 at first when you first start, and so they give you 70% of all your subs and all your ads and all that shit. And then once you start blowing up, they give you 50-50. And then they don't renegotiate, no deal, no contract, nothing. So Kai Cenat, he was the #1 most subscribed Twitch account in the world. Concurrent subs, people that had to pay $6 or they got gifted a sub, 300,000 of them, and they still didn't renegotiate his contract. You know what they did? They sent him a pair of sneakers.
So those were for Kick.
Kick? Those were from Twitch. Sent him a pair of sneakers. Yeah, and he did all that shit. They didn't give him no new contract. They're not throwing him no $10 million contract, no $20 million contract.
Does and Twitch on top even have that much money?
He doesn't even have fucking like he can't be unbanned or whatever the fuck. He still got the same regulations as everybody. But what were you saying?
Does Twitch have that much money to give him?
Twitch does have a lot of money. You got to understand they're getting paid by these advertisements, and they're taking 50% from each streamer. So every time they run ads, let's say Kai runs ads and he generates, I don't know, $10,000 every hour off ads. That's just a shot in the dark. I don't know what he really makes. They're making $5,000 off of that, and they're only giving him $5,000. Whereas Kick, they got a 90-10 going on, which means for every 10,000 you make, they're giving you 9, and they're keeping 1. So Kick is like, when it comes to the money situation, they're doing that much better than Twitch, just based on Twitch being 50-50 with the big streamers that they have on the platform right now. And Twitch is big on non-renegotiations.
So I'm like hearing that like live streaming isn't. Well, I'm watching No Jumper a lot, and I was always talking about how like all the live shows, like the streaming and stuff, doesn't really make as much money as like the pre-recorded stuff. Like, how do you feel about that?
I think streaming is going to be the next biggest thing in the world. And there's a lot of different ways I could approach this conversation, but I think the best way I can go about it is just saying like, the way that we receive content, the way we consume content in the next 10, 15 years is going to change drastically. and live content is going to be the new thing that people are going to be on. And it's going to be, and that's what Instagram Live popped off for a while, and then it died out a bit. And then you had that.
You wasn't making money off Instagram Live, though.
That chat room shit. What was that? That a bunch of artists were going
Omegle?
on. No, not Omegle. Clubhouse. A bunch of artists were going on Clubhouse, and then that died out. But people love the idea of live. And then now you see people like Kai Cenat come out and push out these numbers and these watch hours that we've never seen before. So it starts to make you question what is really possible in this avenue. If he just pushed the limit last year or this year, rather, because he did it in February, who's to say that this is the limit? You know what I'm saying?
But Kai is not like a normal human, though. That nigga is a star. Like, he's like, oh,
yeah, but he's the first star.
He's different.
He's
like,
the
not
first,
everyone can be Kai Cenat, because he was popping off YouTube videos before he was popping off live streaming, though.
Nah, you got to give him respect, but you got to also think if Speed didn't get banned off Twitch, Speed would have been the number one. Speed would have made it there before Kai. You know what I'm saying? Because Speed did those numbers on YouTube first, and Speed is younger than Kai.
Doing what, like live videos or
live streaming?
Pre-recorded?
No, not pre-recorded. Live streams. He was the biggest on Twitch at the time too, even, and he got banned off there. He went to YouTube, hit 10 million subs in like a month, like just insane numbers, and just went fucking. He popped off. He was like the biggest creator that there was, and we give Kai his respect. You know what I'm saying? But Speed was different.
What was Speed doing?
Just overly exaggerative content, but it was good content. It was like he would do fucking driving simulations, and every time he'd crash, he'd act like he got in a real crash, or he'd go and say stupid. Stupid shit, or he'd say controversial shit, like why he got banned off Twitch is because he was playing Valorant with a girl, and he's like, "Is that a girl talking? Get in the kitchen, do the dishes, bitch, do it." Like he started, you feel me, making misogynistic, quote unquote, statements or whatever the fuck, and so Twitch banned him permanently, one of their biggest creators, and now they're banning Kai Cenat. And they just banned Aiden Ross permanently. Like, they're throwing away all their... And I think they're doing it to prove a point, like, oh, we don't need these creators to help us generate income. We already have all this. And it's like, bro, like, nah, bro. Y'all need to be tapped in with the streets. And that's what Aiden and Kai and all these creators are. They're the streets. They get banned, and all you got left is what? Fucking these Amaranth and XQC, all these poggers. They're called Pogger, the Pogger community, which is like... I hate to say it, but like the white community, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what if this is like part of their journey though? Like, what if this is part of Speed's journey or like Kai's journey, where it's like, you know, like they always say, like the true test of a millionaire or like a rich person is to lose their fortune and then just get it right back, right?
Yeah. If you can make it back, then that's like a real. You're like, you feel me? That wasn't luck. That was you really doing that shit.
Yeah. So it's like, so you know, like you can, just like Rob was saying before. Like, yeah, you can make all this money, but then you'll just get rid of it. But then it's like there's times when you'll make the money and then you'll lose it and you'll get it right back, you know? So it's like the same with the Twitch streamers. It's like, yeah, you'll lose the platform, but that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Aiden was doing the same number of viewers on Kick that he was doing on Twitch. And it makes you think, like, do you need the platform or do you need your own platform?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, for like what I asked you is like, why would you watch Aiden Ross? Like, I don't watch live streamers.
Same reason people watch live basketball games is because anything can happen at any time.
But that's like a whole bunch of people, niggas.
It's crazy. No, but the reason why I watch live streams is because everything on the internet nowadays is censored, and I feel like live streams are the only like raw thing left. It's like real. Anything could happen. Someone could come in and fucking shoot the streamer in the head, and then it'll be.
That's why you watch it.
Nah, that's not why I watch it. But it's the idea that anything can happen at any time. Someone can go on there and get banned. Someone could say some crazy shit. Someone could go on there and get in a fist fight. It's the idea and the aspect of like the mystery. You never know what you're gonna see that day. You know, someone might invite two people over that have beef, and they might try to resolve it. You're like, this is gonna be an interesting stream.
But like when you're watching a 24-hour stream, right?
That's different.
It's like there's gonna be times when it's boring, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like when Kai did his subathon, he was 24/7, and obviously, like he goes to sleep eventually throughout the day. We're gonna be watching the fucking stream while they sleep, you know.
Now sometimes I'd be on TikTok and I'd be scrolling and then it's like some girl's like sleeping and I'm just like there on the toilet just like watching
her sleep.
Now I'm like the cute shit. I'm just like scrolling through. I'm like, why am I watching?
We got them, boys.
Yo, it's so funny because like on TikTok going live is so different, bro. Because there was this one girl I was like trying to talk to and shit, and it's so funny because it didn't like work out. But then like I see her on live all the time on TikTok, and I'm like, don't you have a job? She's like, TikTok pays me more than my job.
That's crazy.
She just goes on live with like random people.
I've been meaning to ask you, bro. Have you checked how much like watch hours and shit our pods have done or no?
Bro, the last YouTube short I posted has like 1,400 views. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I did like at least 10 hours of watch time. That's pretty far.
I don't know where you're getting these numbers from. Yo.
I don't know, because my shit did 1,500 and it's like at 9 hours. But I think your clip is longer.
No, you know what I love, bro? I love like, because to me, bro, like my brother, like I'm the type of person where it's like, oh, it's you know, it's the experience is more important than statistics, right? Like I feel like I'm I feel like type of person, whereas my brother's more like Myron, right? Where he's like, oh, statistically.
Yeah, facts versus the feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Which one do you think is more important?
Facts or feeling?
Yeah.
I think
experience.
It's gonna sound like cliche, but as much as I would love to say like facts are more important, I think you can't cross out feelings, because at the end of the day, it's like you might say statistically speaking, black people don't die as often to gun violence as people as they claim it, but then I might have 2 or 3 good friends that died of gun violence who are black. So it's like your statistics are true, but my feelings are also true. So it's like your statistics, they exist, and you know, it's a real thing, but also what I went through is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you put feelings over statistics or statistics over feelings when they both kind of they have to coexist? You know, someone's feelings are their statistics.
So do you believe in like big feet and unicorns? Because statistically, right?
I feel like shout out Bigfoot, man. 420 shit.
Oh, bro, I feel like I'm high, and I feel like I'm high just from the weed being.
We're
around.
2 hours and 22 minutes in, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
crazy.
Shout out Bigfoot for real.
But it's like, why wouldn't why wouldn't there be like big feet and unicorns and giants and leprechauns, right? You know, like who the fuck says like they can't, like someone, people probably saw that.
I think they're fun. I think they're fun ideas. I think half of them were probably seen by real people.
Like, why can't a horse have a horn? If a rhinoceros, if a hippopotamus can have a horn, why can't a horse?
Why can't a horse? Nah, it's insane, bro.
Right?
Now, where that shit gets, it's crazy though, is like you look at old illustrations, right, of like the rock carvings and stuff like that, and someone will draw a mermaid in Asia, and then someone in Jamaica will draw a mermaid, and someone in fucking Europe will draw a mermaid, and then you start looking at the time frames and all these things, and you're like, there was no internet back then, so there was no way for them to relay the information or to even relay this illustration of a mermaid. That means they must have saw something similar at the same times. And the same thing with UFOs and shit too. They have a lot of illustrations where there's things in the sky that have lights on them that would appear to be a UFO, or even not scriptures, but when they scratch shit into the wall, bro.
The
hieroglyphics and stuff. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff that appears in different parts of the world. So like you look at that type of shit, bro. There's a lot of different things going on that it has the same effect.
Or like how they say it's for women to cover up everywhere in the world.
What do you mean?
That you don't watching Fresh and Fit, they always use that as an excuse. They're like, oh, every single culture says for women to cover up.
Nah, most culture, yeah, Western world doesn't. The Western culture does not. The women think that crop tops and all that shit is cute, which we find it sexually attractive. But if you want us to wife you up, bitch, you better cover up.
Now, like,
you know, right now.
The reason I brought this up is because like I remember I was watching a TikTok and I go through it was like about light and how like we see different colors and shit. And it's so funny because I saw a comment, right, and it said, "Oh, the human eye only perceives 0.2% of light." And then this guy comments under, he's like, "And where did you get that number from?" And then he's like, and then everyone's like commenting like, "Oh, he got it out his ass," because it's so funny. Anyone could just make up any statistics, right? Like anyone can just say like, "Oh yeah,
yes sir, yes sir."
We're about to end it, bro. We're like, "Damn, this ain't taking a long time."
Keep it going though.
We were talking to you through the mic. For real, bro. We were going because we were waiting for you, dog.
You want to vibe for like another 10 minutes on here? All right, bet. Nah, bro.
Oh, the side.
Distractions.
Oh.
Going back to the mountain of distraction. That's what we should end.
You gotta press the purple one.
The top of the mountain.
You gotta press the purple. I feel like
Is it that one or the?
I found a cheat code.
That one.
I found a cheat code.
What was the cheat code?
But my mic's not working. But I found a cheat code.
Nah, it's working.
It's working now.
Yeah, you
All
just
right,
gotta talk super close to it.
Look. I found a cheat code. If you could make money with the distraction, it's no longer a distraction.
That's called sexual. That's called sexual trafficking.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, because there's
Down
things,
the mark.
for example, like so what if you manage a TikToker? What if you had a lit ass TikToker with 3 million followers, right? And that lit TikToker gets jobs, they get sponsorship deals, brand deals, all type of shit, right? But what if the TikToker likes you? And now maybe you start fucking the TikToker, but you're getting money with her too. So now when that TikToker calls you, it's not a distraction. That's your bag. And you just happen to have fun with the TikToker. So imagine you have 4 or 5 girls that were like that, and now you no longer hang out with any bitch who doesn't make you money. That's wild. And that's kind of where my environment has turned into. My environment has turned into lit girls who make money with me, and that's the only girls I talk to.
That's how Andrew Tate got rich.
That's me.
That's
literally me, nigga.
Yo, would you guys do? Damn, Rob, you came and brought enough energy for like another 2 hours. I like that. I can see us going for another like.
This nigga trying to lock in.
I was about to end it, but I'm like, damn, I'm kind of lit now.
Where can I ash this, bro?
Oh, we need an ashtray. Let me get it.
Yeah, I don't want to ash on the table.
I was. That.
Nah, bro came back on point. Yes, sir. That's what we like though.
Man, we should just use like 15 minutes to play new music. Like I'll play you guys new music, but we'll play it off
Pot, true. He don't want to leak nothing right now. He don't want to. You feel me? He not trying to give 6 feet the exclusive right now.
That episode 28.
28.
Yo, would you guys ever be porn stars?
I mean, if my face not in it, I'll do it without my face showing.
Would you become famous? What if you're famous because you are in a porn?
Ron Jeremy.
Damn, bro, should I smoke?
It's 420, brother. You should indulge.
2 years.
Nah, I said to myself, I only smoke if I'm in a place where it's like high elevation. Like I don't smoke when I'm on the ground because it's like if I'm high, I need to be higher. You know,
Be elevated.
I mean, you guys can both smoke this one. I'll just accidentally get high.
I hate to seem like an influence. Do you feel like if you smoke once, you're gonna continue to smoke? Because that's what I would be scared of. I would want you to smoke with me one time, but if it's gonna, if it'll be something where you pick up, then I would.
Well, I mean, you're smoking nicotine, so that's gonna get me addicted.
It
will.
See, when I look
Fair
at the
point.
blunt, all I see is it's like a sign that it says friendship.
Friendship. So it's funny. Last time we did a podcast, we smoked before. And he's like, I feel like you guys are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, no, we all the same shit. Right
Yeah, you
now.
guys were
We're
both
just
against.
high.
You guys were like both against me.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I felt like me against them.
That's it, man. Let's finish. Let's wrap up.
That bro, we're like waiting. We had a bunch of like good
You
talk.
got a bunch of stuff you want to
Nah, we can't do it. That's fine. It's about to be 2:30. Well, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm drunk. That's why.
Yeah, that nigga going still.
And it's like 2:45. It's crazy.
Yeah, you want wait, Rob, you want to plug anything before we go? Like, tell them to like listen to anything.
I mean, just follow me on IG, Rob Dymez. That's ROBDYMEZ. And yeah, man, like just follow the journey. We're always working.
Yes, sir.
Bet. And when are you gonna start streaming, Joe?
I think tomorrow is gonna actually be my first stream. So this pod won't be out by then. But I want to say happy 420 to everybody who's enjoying it.
Too bad I can't drop this on 420.
Yeah, I would love for this to be out today. But
fucking
it's okay.
internet, bro.
Just know that if you were smoking on 420, we were smoking with you. Appreciate everybody watching. Y'all could check me out on Instagram at Color Beats. I will be streaming on Twitch at The Kid Gianni tomorrow 420. You guys won't see it, but I'll be already streaming by then, so you guys could just check me out, follow me, and shit'll be popping up eventually. So, yes, sir.
And don't forget to buy our course on how to make $1 million in 1 month. And with that being said, we are out.
Thanks, everybody.